All right, welcome back to another game of Dungeons and Dragons. What did you guys name your?
Wiener.
What did you guys name your group?
We named this boat something stupid. I can't remember what we named the group.
Oh shoot! What did we name the boat?
Something S.
The Model S. That's what you named
Model
it.
S.
Model S for sale.
Must-
Yeah,
must-
that's
Alright.
right.
Must
It
must
didn't
go
make
on
it into
there.
my notes. I don't know why.
Yeah.
We're gonna. All right, we're gonna just jump right into the recap so we can recap what happened last episode.
Good.
Who wants to do it?
Oh
Anybody?
man, not
Bueller.
me.
I'll
I can
roll
do
it.
the first half, but I couldn't do the second half.
All right.
Helen Graves.
Oh shit. Okay. I thought I was saying all right to Neil, but I'll still do it. Okay. So we opened on a cinematic where two women were clearly waiting for King Baldwin to die. He's been dying 2 years. I think that's all we have. We can suspect that Penta Morta is one of these women. We'll meet her later. And then we were trekking through the desert. Oh no, we snapped back to the end of the bar. Helen resurrected the bard, which was really a waste of just a ton of money, but
Would have made you feel good.
And a waste of a loot, that guy. He couldn't even play the thing for shit.
yeah, I mean, if this was a Knights of the Republic, my force good meter went up.
Yeah, I did all the work at that show.
Let's be real. You should have just looted him.
And I kind of don't remember what happened there. Can anyone help me out? We just kind of said, oh, "Cool, see you later, guy we resurrected."
You asked him a few questions about what happened.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't recall anything enlightening coming of that.
kind of everything we expected. Like,
Then we had a brisk tussle.
We don't need to mention that.
oh right, I'm sorry. Yeah, before I resurrected him, Don Sorgo noticed that Blaine. Were you Blaine or what was your name at the time?
Blake.
Blake had murdered a man. Well, involuntary manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
There you
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
manslaughter.
Not involuntary. Recklessly endangered and then manslaughtered. A man and used his white glove to slap him, and then Blake deflected the white glove into Helen, who got knocked out for a second time to do that in 2 nights.
And by white glove, we mean a rapier.
Yes. And then I think I know Frask was carrying Helen back into the bar. Somebody res me, somebody healed me, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I res the guy, and then Mr. De Aleppo backed off. Now that there was he was unmurdered.
Yep.
And then we went on our merry way through the desert.
What's the deal with that type of resurrection? Like, how much does it cost you? And
It's
what are the
300 gold.
conditions?
It's 300 gold. It's a diamond worth 300 gold, and it can only be done in the first hour of death.
Okay, so that guy had died early that morning. Like,
Yeah,
Maybe
the
from
captain
the
had
cannon.
died long before we got to him. So
okay.
he was-
There's one type of resurrection where you bring them back, but they're in a completely different body and sometimes species.
That's
right?
reincarnation.
All right, that's different than what we
Oh.
did.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is Revivify, which is like, I don't know, it's battle res, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, it's not battle res, but it's like, it's not like you bring your party member to the temple and they get
They
resurrected.
just don't die.
They just, they don't like pass on or something, right? They're waiting for Charon and, you know, yank them back.
Drag them back.
Heading towards the light.
Then we marched through the desert. We must have found the weird work crew first, right?
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, it was definitely them first.
We stumbled on some. Well, they're a giant horde of undead mining canal, we presume. Then they all kind of stopped, and then Blake wanted to punch-size their face,
But he didn't.
but he didn't. They seemed like there were undead taskmasters leading undead task doers. And then we left, went to. We were on our way to Alto, and we ran across some scared people on a statue face. I don't know if the statue face was canonical or if it was just like a platform. And a man trying to convince them that he was cool and he was gonna protect them, named Xenophon. We found out he's the captain of the Altarian Seraphim. Altarian, is that the
Altoan.
Altoan? Let me adjust my notes. Seraphim. Who are
It's
our
the
group of?
Order of the Husarian Seraphim.
Oh my god. Okay, so captain of the. Can you spell Husarian?
Yeah. I'll
I
put.
think I knew a guy named this.
Is there a place for these notes? Are these notes going to be in like a shared journal where we can all read them? I actually highly recommend that.
I have a Google Keep notes that I use.
Where's our
Because if we all put our notes into one
our
like,
Miro?
journal, it's like our characters' journal that we can just literally open inside of Roll20. I like.
Yeah,
that
I don't know if you
personally.
guys want to keep like a shared Google document or something. I have my notes, but they are my
public?
notes.
Well, yeah, no, that would be problematic. Did you?
I put it in Discord.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, not Hosarian. Just I knew. I did.
If we wanted to do it inside of Roll20, all we would have to do is have John create basically a text doc within Roll20, and then give us all editor access and read access, and then it would just
That's
be
interesting.
It would be a handout that would be. It could be Helen's journal, and you let us read it, or
So I'm taking the minutes, is what you're saying.
yeah, or
What,
yeah,
the one female
basically.
character, and you want to make her secretary, Neil? That's bullshit.
Okay.
A bunch of
Is
us,
it also going to organize the holiday party?
a bunch of us are using OneNote already. Is it possible to share OneNote? Probably.
Oh,
why do I record
probably. I
these?
use OneNote. Share? Yeah, I can email invitation, but the problem is, like, how many do you have Office?
I have Office.
Most people-
Me?
but
I have Office.
I
I'll
do
stop
not.
having Office when I no longer have a
I
job
know
at
it's
my
be
company
possible to do
someday.
things
So
online. I don't know.
Google Keep,
Uh,
baby.
All right, let's keep
Yeah,
going. Let's
Google
keep
Docs
going.
fine. We'll figure it out later. And then, so the Seraphim are blessed by an unknown god, which, I mean, whatever. You do, you
Always
guys.
goes well.
I think they don't age. They're like super strong, and they're sterile. And so the Xenophon, the people were all afraid of like the sand being like spooky, and Xenophon was like, no, the sand's sand, and then the sand got all spooky, and we got attacked by
Zerglings.
Zerglings,
Mhm.
which stood out because they were not desert creatures so much as Zerglings.
Do you remember
and
the
infested
canonical
Terrans.
name for these creatures?
I do not. Did we know the canonical name?
Well, the players do. I don't think you players or your characters do.
No.
I would say no to both
Yes,
questions.
the
There, John,
Achaemenids.
The Achaemenid.
Named after
Is that what that was? Okay.
the Great Empire.
The canon token needs to be
Is this just a joke that Achaemenid
added
sounds
to my
like
power, I guess.
arachnid?
I'm just deciding names.
Yeah, I know. Just
Taking cool names.
cool word equals good name.
Yeah, exactly. For all the people in the chat, never let a good name go to waste.
And
A good
then
name
we-
like what was it? Bam Lam Bam 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 Bam
It'll have a marketing name.
Bam 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 Bam.
Yeah,
Bam
Black
Lammy
Betty
Bam.
Bam will have a better name.
Yeah.
When it's
Bop bop
actually-
a loo wop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Pfizer
Bob
was
with the
that-
bob
that
bob
released
bob
the-
bang bang ding bong ding dong ding
no,
dong.
Pfizer's the vaccine, right?
So
Mhm.
Pfizer does make a vaccine. That's what I was saying. That's not the vaccine. That's a monoclonal antibody treatment.
Well, I know. That's why I didn't think this. Anyway, I think they rushed it out because they were like, ah, shit, we got to compete with the vaccine, so we
They
got to
did.
release our, like, but we didn't
There's
have
a-
a better name for it yet.
All
No,
right,
there's another.
Anyway, back
group
to
that has
let's
the
keep it
something.
going.
game. And then we fought them off dutifully, and then do we escort the people back home? Let's just assume we did.
You did.
And then we got to the king, who was clearly ailing.
Stayed in a swanky hotel before that.
Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, a racist hotel that wouldn't let Brask drink.
Hmm.
And then Blake
I solved the problem.
changed his body to be a different man named Blaine. I'm not sure how much you told the rest of us off
we haven't
camera
yet.
about this.
I mean,
because like it does kind of.
not
We're just
really.
kind of like, yeah, weren't we hanging out with a different dude, and now we're hanging out with this dude?
Well, I
Right.
assumed that we would spend more time in that bar and like chat a little bit, but then we immediately transitioned into that.
Yeah.
Well, we're like an
drug
established party that presumably knows what your deal is better than we actually do.
I mean,
Well,
I
like,
would
we
love
all
to, I would love to
suspect-
talk about it to give you like what's the
We
what
can
what.
we can do that like shortly.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can have a flashback to when we talked in the bar. And then we saw a lady with snake hair named Pentamorta, and a dude named Belshazzar who's zombie slaves, and Frask like talked to randos for a while, and then the king said, "I didn't keep notes for this. It's bad." The king wanted us to find the codex.
So we have a dragon and a
And-
king wanting us to find the codex.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the other thing was to something about unfucking the construction.
Because it would destroy the Tipsy Turtle. Theoretically.
Well, no. I mean, like what the king actually wanted us to do. What Blake?
Yeah, they
what-
found a thing and they can't continue until the thing is removed. And I assume
Yeah,
that means
I missed
cleared
that.
of monsters.
Can you remind me exactly what he said?
So Belshazzar said the construction had stopped because he thought he thinks that they uncovered the Hellespont.
The Hellespont. That's what I have in my notes.
Right.
But what did the
Sounds
king?
fun.
The king asked us for two things.
The king asked you for the codex and to continue construction.
Okay, so it is to resolve the might have found the Hellespont, which also might contain the codex. Who knows?
Right.
Okay. Alright, and then he'll be willing to hear our plight about the bar.
Yeah, he said that he would have the construction altered to avoid the Tipsy Turtle.
Yeah, that seems like he should just do that, but okay. All right. I don't think we missed anything. There were some other creatures, like a tall, thin lady and a minotaur. We didn't
Yeah.
talk to them.
No.
The king came out.
Okay, yeah, no, that's perfect. So we're gonna jump right into it. We'll put you back in the throne room. Where is my throne room?
Oh my god, I just saw the token for Buckhorn.
Plan. Yeah.
Yeah, Buckhorn's token's
good?
cool.
Perfect.
You like
right?
it?
He's
I like
Great.
that, John. I like that.
He's thick.
Did you make that?
I
Where'd
just
you
grabbed
find
it off
that?
Pinterest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all. Was the throne room this cool looking last time we were here?
Definitely.
Mhm.
Man.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
is
we
like
never got
what it's
that
like
far
when you
really.
have
Y'all,
to
y'all
finish
all
it
down
here.
They just didn't let any of us up to the cool parts.
I mean, I was up here. It was
Because
pretty
they
sweet.
hella
I must have
racist.
been way zoomed out. This looks rad. And like the cool token for the snake hair lady.
Yeah.
I'll zoom in quite a bit.
Definitely just racist against dwarves here. That's the problem.
And is that a
The-
drow over here?
It is a tall, thin woman who I don't have another token for, so I just
Oh, that's
grabbed
fine.
another one.
And this
Yeah,
is the
and-
seraphim.
These are Seraphim.
These are Seraphim.
This duder is Xenophon. And then this one is not Xenophon.
No, Xenophon's not. Xenophon's the top one.
Oh, okay. And this
Yeah,
dude
that's
is not
definitely-
Xenophon.
Yeah, this is generic. This is generico Von token.
What's that
because
behind
I-
him? Are those wings?
Yeah, he has the
that's,
ancient
that's
thing
his
going on.
horse. That's
That's
the
right.
Oh.
horse. Don
Never
Sargo
mind.
was very
Oh,
fond
he does
of
have a horse. That's the
Oh, yeah.
head.
Yeah, he
I
does
see it
charge.
now.
Horse
Yeah,
shaped
remember
wings. They are still
whiffed-
wings, though.
He whiffed his super ability at the first thing.
Yeah.
He did.
It's-
True story.
It's okay. We got it.
It was still impressive. It just didn't hit any of the monsters.
it did. Yeah.
What were these things at the bottom right?
What? Oh,
Things I'm
those are guys. Nobody asked any questions about them. They were there.
I didn't even see them last time.
They're in.
Well-
they look kind of like priests. They never said or did anything.
Yeah, we kind of had like finite amount of time before the king came out, and we talked to Undead
That's okay.
Master.
You don't have to talk
And-
to everyone like all the time. It's fine.
I don't think you understand how I play video games.
Frask talked to them all. What did Frask learn about them?
Oh, Frask talked to all of the guys down south.
Yeah, while you guys role played, I sort of watched you guys role play, but Frask was down here talking to, I think, this group or this guy. So he's definitely mingled with some of them. What did
Yeah.
Frask learn?
What did Frask talk about?
I can't even remember what he asked them. He went up and he asked a question, or like,
you were looking for assistance from
Yeah.
people.
You basically
For a
started treating
flight.
everybody like the king, I remember, but yeah.
Like,
Okay.
hey, do you have the king's ear? Can you help us with this bar?
Oh yeah. Hopefully I can. Hold on. I'm trying to replace. I had so many tokens.
Oh.
Seraphim.
Oh,
I like
Well,
how little.
when we came in
Not-
here, why
not
were
Seraphim
we
looks awesome
coming to
now.
talk to the king? I can't remember
Yeah,
what.
that guy looks
At the
right.
time, what
The
did we
safe
know?
bar.
What would I have said? What?
We were going
Uh,
to save the bar.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
You're trying to secure, and like what's happening is, look, Frask, I'm gonna be real with you. These people are deeply racist against lizard folk. It's very difficult to engage in a conversation with someone who's not very politely trying to wriggle out of it and excuse themselves. And like when you
Okay.
come to a copse of like 4 people, like 3 of them leave, and one of them is like,
Right.
trying to
Right.
be like, so.
Rolling insights to tell if I can pick up on this.
So look, 12 is fine. This is pretty obvious what's happening.
All right. All right.
Like this is a these are the nobleborns here. Like don't like lizard folk.
Probably actually using slurs.
They call you a lizard fuck.
No, it's
Fools with narrow
slurs.
But they're not outwardly rude to you. They're just avoiding you.
They're just looking at you and they're like, how can we gentrify his neighborhood?
They call him an
Drain
amphibian,
the
just be passive
swamp.
aggressive.
swamp into Florida.
Which technically they've already gentrified your neighborhood. Okay, so the king is shuffled off. Is it?
That's right, but only in the literal sense.
Yeah. Okay, so have we actually talked to Pentamorta? I don't think so. I think
No,
we just
you haven't.
got intel on her from the.
Somebody
So
He
needs to
almost got
check
turned
though.
to stone.
Yeah.
So everyone is gearing up to leave.
No,
You
Frask's
can-
gonna
you
go
can-
up here to look at the dragon statues.
You're gonna
Nope,
be stopped by these
nope.
guards.
Okay.
These guards are gonna
Alright.
stop you.
What can I tell about the dragon statues? What kind of dragons are they?
These big dragon statues up there.
Yeah, do they resemble an
Um,
actual type of dragon, or are they just like an artist's interpretation of what he thinks a dragon is?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's like someone described a dragon to like a sculptor who came from the most sheltered part of Waterdeep, and it looks nothing like a dragon.
All right, I'm going to turn to this guard and say, "Your stones are not real dragons."
He thinks you're talking about something else, and he gives you the oddest look.
Can't
kinda-
insult man's stones like
And
that.
he looks at the other guard, and the other guard kind of shrugs.
A
One guard's
true
like, "Are stones
dragon
real dragons?"
would destroy this whole city if it saw what has been done.
They say something that you feel like they've recited before, and it says, the next king's audience will be in 3 days.
Frask sticks out his tongue and it goes back inside, and then he goes over here.
But like I said, it looks like these 3 groups of people are gearing up to leave. So you could probably either split up and talk to 2 of them, or just kind of engage one of these groups of people.
Do I notice anything strange beyond what we've been told about either of the groups? Because like this group is just kind of chilling.
Yeah, no, they were just sitting, kind of observing. They didn't say anything. What you can tell about this group, they kind of look like priests or clerics of some sort. but no, there's nothing like conspicuous about them, other than the fact that they're all
Okay.
dressed the same.
Well, if they look like clerics of some sort, I'm gonna, hobnob with the local, religious.
Okay, well, we'll do that one first. So you walk up, and they're literally not saying anything. They're just kind of standing there with their arms kind of folded in their robes, and they regard you as you walk up.
Hi, are you, what's the big god around these parts?
Oh man, as DM, I have failed you. I'm gonna come up with that answer in a second. And
That's fine.
they say the god. They definitely tell you a god.
Uh-huh.
Joey Jojo Shabba.
I don't actually give a shit. I'm just,
Oh,
Yeah. And and they say, no, we're part of the Healers Guild.
oh wow. What a noble calling. What brings you to the audience with the king? You didn't seek audience.
Oh no, we were here just in case the king wanted advice as to how to contain plague.
Oh, the what now?
The plague in the West Quarter.
Oh, is that what makes His Majesty? Is that what is that what And I just like kind of gesture at my face.
Yeah, and he gives you like the slightest of nods, like a very slow, like
Right. Gotcha. Oh. Well, this must be some plague.
Yes.
What's
We've contained it. We feel it spread too far before the most drastic measures were taken.
Yeah. Did you have to like close all your restaurants for some time? And
We had to do far more than that.
oh, just ignore it and say it would go right away in the summer, or
Like, well,
oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad. How do we keep from getting? I don't want the plague. How do I stop?
Are these guys wearing masks?
no, they're not wearing masks.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
It said
How far are we pushing this? Yeah.
it's contained in the West Quarter.
Oh, so that sounds bad.
He doesn't
Oh.
say anything to that.
Good luck with that, I guess.
Thank you.
We have marching orders from the king, I think.
That
Do it
got
now.
me with you.
And I say something that doesn't make any sense, like "Happy Healer's Day to you, good sirs," and I walk off. Helen does not know how to talk to other people.
All right. So who's engaging with Belshazzar here?
I think we did limited amounts of that before, but
These folks are gonna stomp off. What you do see is the Minotaur is gonna look at Xenophon and just kind of snort in his direction, and Xenophon will like put his hand like very cautiously on his blade, and like no words are
Probably not.
said, but they just
Probably
kinda,
not bad guys. We'll probably never
So these are
have
the
to
mean girls, is what you're saying.
Yeah. These
I
folks.
think that's
are
an accurate description, yeah.
Are they all
how
wearing pink?
Good are we
What
at
day is it?
How good are we at sexing minotaurs? Is that a male or female minotaur?
I sexed the Minotaur.
I'm
quite
gonna
well.
go back.
Did it
in
have an
time.
udder?
Are
It's
there minotaurs, or is this
Should be
the
pretty
minotaur?
easy thing. Like
Are they like the Manitars in Gravity Falls?
It looks like a male
Part man,
minotaur.
part
A
human.
a minotaur that's like twice the size of a normal human being. Just
Okay,
a
a minotaur, not a womanitar.
Big, yes.
Is a Minotaur
Um,
part
Not a-
man,
not a
part
minotaur,
human?
just like big minotaur.
so, I'll talk to the
So-
guy with the undead dudes if no one else is going to.
Yeah, we
So
talked to him briefly before the audience, but
You
Yeah,
approach-
but
you approach
I'm gonna straight up
Belshazzar.
just ask him about what they found.
What you digging for? Yeah.
What is it that has stopped construction?
Ah, yes, you are the adventurers that the king has asked to resume construction. Well, let me regard you. Yes, ooh, scaly one.
Pulling myself to my full 3.
I have a question for you. How are you on the boring equipment?
What?
How are you on boring equipment?
Boring.
I have a very fine boring company. Boring and boring. Musket loans boring and boring. We do boring equipment for digging and boring for killing boars. Whatever the problem is, we can cover you.
He just kind of looks at the snakes at the end that are like writhing at the end of his staff that are kind of like looking at you, like they kind of look, and he turns back to you and he says, "I think you would make a very good desk."
I can make a fabulous desk as well. I have many talents. Yes, that's true. But right now, I'm trying to see is there any mining equipment that you need improved? Because I saw your guys working and they seem very inefficient.
Yes,
No
well,
I
point.
mean, free labor is free labor. Credit to you, but I think they could be doing more.
I suggest that you resolve the matter at the Hellespont so that my construction crew can finish the canal and demolish whatever shanty shack you call a tavern and finish this canal.
I like our brave musket.
Oh.
Maybe we should do this one
Say,
second.
like,
Oh!
we're not. We're definitely taking care of the Hellspawn like the last thing now.
So
This is basically the stoplight. Otherwise, he's just gonna like demolish the tip stool and be like, "Oh, didn't get your permit in time."
Now I think I got the cut of your jib. Okay.
He says, will that be all?
Oh, sure.
Oh, what was it
Oh,
that you found?
Good day, sir.
The Hellespont, my child.
Goes over to
He
whispers
says
to Helen.
to Don Thorgo.
I go over to whisper to Helen. This is the son of a bitch that wants to ruin the good bar. I could do whatever I want in that bar. I love it.
Yeah, let us get away with murder. I mean, not literally. Well, unless you're
A little
Blake
bit, just a wee bit, but we fixed it. It's fine.
Yeah, well, we fixed it.
Yeah.
I'd say pointing at yeah, we fixed it.
Mm.
The royal we.
Did Balthazar
Anyway.
hack off Don Sorgo?
Huh?
Did
I'm sorry, I was
Balthazar
gonna-
hack off Don Sorgo?
Just saying, I've never heard of it. It can't be that important. I've never
No.
been there.
No. Most who go don't return, but
So,
I-
yeah, what the hell's the Hellespont?
he laughs.
How's it looking?
I'm not sure I should tell you. It might be more fun just to watch.
Oh,
We legitimately had orders from the king to
Oh.
do so.
But
I mean,
if resolving it means the construction of my project resumes, let's just say the Hellespont is a tomb.
is it
Is it
tomb?
Tomb.
It's a tomb.
Hmm.
TOMB.
And sometimes it's here, sometimes it's there. Never know where it might turn up.
Yeah, you gotta turn the donkey wheel and then somewhere else. Okay.
Specific.
Well, we better hurry while it's there, because if it's somewhere else, then it won't be blocking you anymore.
I think we
guess.
want.
That's a
I
fair
think we want
point.
assurance that he's not going to demolish the bar. In the meantime, should
I
we
want
clear this
insurance
up
that we're going to demolish him.
Yeah, we got a cool hangout. Look, it would really be the showpiece of your canal if you just diverted your canal slightly to the east or west or to south. I don't really know how directions work. Just not through our bar.
Knowledge cleric.
Have you
I'm
secured
blanking.
a promise from the king?
right
let's
there.
say yes. You heard. It's literally the only reason we're doing this.
Like long sigh. He's like, well, kind of looks and then looks and he looks at his staff and he says, the king's word might be good enough. If you remove the Hellespont, then I will redirect the canal the 3/4 of a degree it would take not to demolish your bar.
That's
You'd
sweet
move it a
of you,
lot
Matt.
faster if you had competent equipment.
He looks at you.
That's
and
awfully
says,
swell of you, folk.
Goes back and Boscalan fakes like he's looking at the artwork.
Belshazzar, you're all right.
I have to say, as a paladin, I am a little nervous about the idea of essentially arming an undead army.
I'm not arming an undead army. I'm giving them finer shovels. They're-
Yeah, they're
um,
+1 shovels now.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's neither here nor there. Cross that bridge
I
when
was
we
gonna
come to
say,
it.
Well, if it's all, he's going to pet that cat that is definitely on his shoulder, and he's going
Definitely
to
Ajax.
turn around, and he's going to walk out. And what you notice is that when he, oops, I turned them upside down for no reason. When he walks out, there is a large red armchair that's like floating, like a red velvet armchair. It's floating and spinning ever so slightly. That when he approaches, it kind of sets down and like, like a lazy boy, it just kind of like reclines. It's weird. It's not mechanical. It's kind of it looks
Luxury.
yeah, but it looks like it's responding to him in a weird, not a way that like not a chair should. And then he kind of sits on it, and it like comforts him, and it pads the pillow behind his head. And he strikes the staff on the ground, and the armchair lifts up and flies away. And these two servants here kind of watch him, and then just start walking.
I think
Hey,
Musket
Blaine,
lawn?
how do we get one of those for the bar?
Yeah, Musket Lawn, I'm willing to overlook a lot of dark arts if you can get some of those for us.
I need to ask you like a DM question here. Did he upholster a magic carpet to a chair?
No.
Okay. I was
Well,
like, that's
he
brilliant.
made a comment about turning Musket Lawn into a desk. I think that is our hint.
Ah, there you
Oh.
go. That's true.
Technically, he said he'd make a fine desk, and Musket Lawn misunderstood.
A craftsman of my skill can do anything.
Wait, is this guy a furniture mancer?
Oh man. Yep. So at this juncture, Xenophon would have left. These folks.
Just going to talk to you, bud. All right.
Sorry, man. These guys are gonna follow their way out. Most of the nobles are gonna be gone.
Like the
so
lights come on and the radio's music comes on.
Closing
yeah, closing
time.
time starts playing. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I think we better get the fuck out of here, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we have
We
a
can move
place
our
to go.
maps.
Okay.
And that is to party in town.
Except for the
so
plague
Let's not go to the wait. This is the
Let's
west.
go to the Bone Gate. Definitely the
the
Bone
west
Gate.
quarter is the one with the plague.
This west gate here. This is the west quarter.
So Bone
Okay.
Gate can mean one of two things, I think.
The Bone Gate does not have the plague.
That's what all the
Good.
brothels are.
It's the funeral
I-
district.
It's one of two things.
Um,
What if it's
Maybe it's
both?
a gateway bone gate.
protect your bone gate.
Let's be real.
Funeral
Dawn does not come
parlor
from the
slash
south.
burlesque.
And sunset definitely comes in the west.
Okay. So where?
Brings
so
me to
when you leave,
pallbearer.
you come down the steps of the citadel, like the long steps that lead to like the fortress that's on like the very top of the mesa. Past like the statue garden, you come down here to the pedestals where the town criers are announcing news to a crowd of nobles. And among them, you hear them say, "Missing citizens in Iltosh! Dragon turtle sighted in the shining sea! The Lapple League mobilizes their troops."
Did you say
The what
Maple
league?
Leaf?
The Lapple League mobilizes their troops.
Lapple?
That-
LAPAL.
Any way associated with the Lollipop Guild?
The Lapple League.
Sounds like they should be.
Is that sea a sea that we travel through often?
That's the north of the
That's the
Good
Shining
control.
Sea.
it's
The
the main sea
sea.
only north of us.
So where
Oh,
is
boy.
C then? If this is Shining Sea, where is C so we can go from C to Shining Sea?
Well, that's
Oh,
why they're
boy.
building the canal.
Well, I mean, America's on the other side of this sea,
Mhm.
basically.
And then the Lapple League is these guys. You see this Lapia over here?
No.
Lapalia.
Assume
Hold on.
way
Sing
up
it
there.
again? Oh,
Okay,
way over there.
way
Okay.
to the east.
Yeah.
Okay.
All these cities connected by this big road here is the Lapple League. So everything in this region is the Lapple League.
So they're mounting something against some sort of dragon turtle in that area.
They are mobilizing their troops, is what the crier said.
Oh,
At some point, we're going to
that's
be
not
on a
good.
dragon turtle's back, and it's going to be awesome.
It will.
yeah. It's gonna teach us how to remove bending from someone.
Let's see here.
Undead.
Spoilers, I
bending.
guess.
We're
Sorry.
We're gonna get rid of that. That's how we're gonna beat Belshazzar. We're gonna remove his undead bending.
All right.
It's furniture bending.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You find yourself in the middle of this square. What?
I'm gonna approach the crier.
Okay.
Is it like a dude who seems like he knows what's going on, or does it seem like a messenger?
I think you've spoken to more than one crier. You've probably done this exact thing a few times before.
Sounds like me.
The criers in general aren't very well informed. They're like given a script and then they have like a pamphlet, but the pamphlet generally just has the script on it.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I'll still take a pamphlet just in case, and
yeah.
am disappointed.
So
Yeah,
who's,
it's
who spoke of the dragon turtle? That was the crier?
the crier.
Yeah.
All right. Is it fair for like Neil have done research on dragons in 5e? Is it fair that as a lizard folk that he would just sort of know things about dragons?
Dragons and dragon turtles.
Dragon
Well,
turtles
if he
are
knows
not
about
dragon.
dragons, he can see if he roll to see if he knows about dragon
Yeah.
turtles.
So give me a like how are you gonna roll this into your character, and then I'll let you know what to roll.
Well, I would say that there's just a cultural like mythology of dragons that they would know, because like they speak Draconic, which is the language of dragons. You know, that is the
So,
native language.
would you say
And so I would say that to some extent, you know, fear of the most fearsome beasts on the planet, which is dragons, they would be taught, because we would probably emulate dragons, not like kobolds, we're not sycophantic, but like, you know, there are many lizard folks that do fight for dragons because a dragon chooses to reign in that area, and the lizard folk fall in line out of respect for the strength of the dragon, you know? So I'd say there's a lot of respect for and fear of dragons, and it's possible we've had trade with lizard folk who serve them.
I think that would be a history check.
Okay.
And
Could feasibly be religion.
it could feasibly. I wasn't getting that he spun it that way. I'll give you advantage because of Frask's background.
Okay, thank you, because I have a -2 to not intelligence checks.
Fun fact: Helen not proficient in religion.
Oh, 16 is pretty good. So yeah, I would say that your it's a very mythology based. I don't think you have like practical firsthand knowledge of dragons, but like you have an understanding of their lore.
Okay, I will approach the town crier, and I will say, "How many ships seek to destroy the dragon turtle?"
He looks at the pamphlet and says, "It didn't say anything about ships."
They sail to their doom. They best bring treasure, gold, and gems. This will satiate the beast.
I just read the paper, man. Thank you. I will tell the editors.
All right, tongue flick. And then he moves on. I think the tongue flick is going to be his way of acknowledging, like, conversation complete. It's just tongue flick.
It's his I have spoken. It's
yes.
Just the tongue flick. Yeah, okay. Very good. Yeah, you're talking like some teenager just trying to get a nickel. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, where do you guys go? What do you do? The world is your oyster. The town is bustling.
Yeah, do you guys need to do? I mean, the fun fact is that we've all did some default shopping with the money we had. We've lost money since the adventure started. So I guess we don't.
I need to spend all my
shopping
money.
to do. Let's see. The Lappa League.
Yeah, did we loot any money off of any of the things we've done? Like
Yeah, we got 6 gold off of the guy that Frask beat.
Zerglings didn't have secret pockets or anything.
Yeah.
I think Frask also got a diamond worth like 1,000
Frask
gold.
got a diamond.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty dope.
Oh, yeah.
But at this point,
speaking of which, I will buy 1,000 gold worth of liquor right now.
What?
What?
you can't
kidding.
carry that.
I'm kidding.
Well, actually,
I just
we
wanted
have-
I just wanted to upset the cleric. That's what I wanted to do.
I say,
It doesn't
I have a
look-
bag
I
of
mean-
holding.
I
Like,
have
it
specified
might
that
fit.
Buckhorn. I've specified that Buckhorn also has a camel to kind of hold stuff. So
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sneaking little bags onto Buckhorn so I don't have to carry them.
Yeah, if Frask spots anyone selling anything that smells savory, like meats, he will approach out of fascination and hunger. So let me know if
Oh,
that
this
happens.
Sounds like me.
This is the trade town. There is like this
Where's
is like
the
the
meat
noble
district?
part, so there's not like it's not like a wet market.
There's
But-
not like street meat.
Right. No, this is there's like a butcher shop that you smell like a guy butchering, you know.
I'm probably going
animals
that way then. Yeah.
in. All right.
Helen, see if you find a pangolin, because we might figure out what's going on in Westgate.
Pangolins.
What?
Oh yeah, we gotta figure out where the plague came
That's,
from.
that's a covered reference, but all right.
Yeah. All
For some
pangolins
reason,
are sus.
pangolins are very highly black market sold and butchered.
But people like to eat that shit.
I feel like
apparently
every Chinese
illegally-
animal is. Like,
That's true. That's fairly. We're not gonna go
Alright.
there.
Now,
Frask, I don't want to derail you. It's a butcher shop. He's butchering a lot of, you know, there's not a lot of exotic meat. It's mostly just well prepared pig and cow. You know, there might be like one or two like hunts that come back, like lots of fish as well. One or two hunts that came back with something a little more butcher shop drawn up. I'm sorry.
Can I roll to see if I have any exotic meat that I would typically be trading in?
You could roll a history check for what people would be trading in, but not like roll to have something on your character as a la
You're not-
last campaign.
Not Billy Black.
Yeah, like Billy Black.
I mean, in my bag. That's what I was saying.
No, we're gonna freeze the character sheets and say if you don't have the meats, you're not Arby's.
yeah.
Okay. I don't really need to know. That's fine. I figured exotic meats would probably do well. It was more of an intro to conversation, but okay.
Can we roll to see if we're sandwich artists?
Everyone's a saboteur.
Well, where do you folks want to go?
I guess. Do we have business in town? I guess we would probably just.
yeah, I mean, like I guess I'd be willing to just go straight to that hell thing, whatever. Or
Yeah.
I want to know more about. Was it Xenophon as the zombie lord?
yeah,
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Balthazar
Yeah,
is
like-
the zombie lord.
Balthazar.
Balthazar. Yeah, we could also
Xenophon.
look at the plague while we're
yeah.
while
Like,
we're here.
is there a
Yeah, I
guild
would like to
involved?
look
Like, what?
at
What is this? Like, how did he get this contract? Like, you know,
Oh,
obvi-
you absolutely do not know how Belshazzar secured this work from the city of Alto.
okay, but you know,
Probably
Should we
a horde
start
of undead servants.
inquiring about, you know, I, you know, as a artisan, a member of, you know, artisan guilds and stuff like that, you know, there's presumably, you know, trade talk. Is there a trade hall? Is there some place like that where I could go and gather
Trade
information
town?
about this guy?
Great.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
in trade town,
Yeah.
and there are guilds in the city.
Right.
Is there like I assume you'd be in like the architectural like is where you would go for this.
Yeah, I mean, guild architectural and also, you know, munitions guild. Like, there's, you know, Musket Lawn's trade has largely been in the, you know, been in the provision of, you know, advanced weaponry and things, you know, but you know,
Okay.
we do a bit of everything.
So the
Well, there's
ballistic
not-
district.
Yeah, there's you know mostly the smithies take care of like the cannonry and like the foundries and stuff because they don't have like they don't make muskets, they make cannons, if that makes any
Right.
sense.
Right.
But and then there's a separate guild for like building stuff and repairing stuff in the city and like maintaining the walls, all that jazz.
Okay. But yeah, so I would like to go to the guild hall and, you know, see if I can find out any information about, like, you know, where did these contracts come from? How does he get the deals? Who's the connections are? There other players that are involved with this business, you know?
Sure. Who do you take with you?
Ooh, can I volunteer? Because that's my thing.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like, makes sense as a businessy guy.
Which
Guild
guild are you
merchant.
a member of? The Merchants Guild. Okay.
The Merchants
So
Guild.
that's
Makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah, it's not either of these guilds, but it is a guild.
I mean, it's a trade guild, so
It is a trade guild, right? So right, you go to. So who all is going first? I'll just put us all on here.
I'll go.
Helen will go.
Yeah, I mean, we can all just
Everyone goes.
go as a group.
There's
yeah.
a bar. And
Okay,
it's
go
go.
Alto.
I have some
No reason
ram
to split the
that I'm
party.
taking, or goats that I'm taking with me.
Okay. Yeah. So you purchase for
Goats?
a paltry
Just like
price.
skinned goats.
No, just like a leg or something.
Yep.
I have a goat
Um,
punch.
So the guild. I think I would say the guild. Like their buildings are like entire corners. So is this gonna work? Yeah. But we're all too big. I should probably just have one big party token. They have entire city blocks devoted to them. But you absolutely find the architectural build, the people who build and maintain the walls, repair buildings, deal with the aftermath of fires and things like that. Down here in this region. So you approach a building, and as you walk in, there's a clerk who says, "Yes."
Hi, lad. I'm here to find out about the some business about town. I've got wares to offer and skills in terms of digging equipment. I saw a big to do outside with the all the Chambly fuggos, and I was wondering, if there's opportunities for improvement in the business there. And it seemed like I met the manager of the fuggos, and he seemed a little bit off his guard a bit. I was wondering, who's a reasonable person for business around here?
You'd be wanting to speak with a guild master. Can I see your guild membership?
I show him the membership tokens of the three various
Blake will come in and show his guild credentials.
Smith's
Yeah.
Guild,
Or
Stone
Blaine
Guild.
will. Blaine will,
Yeah.
I should say.
Well, not members of
Musket
this
has
guild, but
singed paper.
I mean, the merchant guild is multi.
it's an adjacent guild. So I mean, the fact that you are members of guilds does hold some sway.
And I've got
And-
5 GP, and I can pass any test you got and put it in front of me. So
Give him a
he'll say-
test.
He'll say, "1 moment, I'll fetch a master," and he'll get up and he'll walk off. And you're kind of waiting there for a minute or two, and when they return,
how fancy is this desk? Is it
it is
Mhm.
extravagant.
okay? Wait.
Yeah,
They've been doing business here. All right.
You can't actually tell where the marble stone floor ends and the wooden desk begins. You're like, is it
Mhm.
petrified right out of the floor? I don't understand. There was clearly some magic here.
Mhm.
Impressive.
And so he opens the door and he says, "This way." And ushers you all into a room where a man in a robe says, "Yes, I do not have much time." That's a human man, elderly.
Mhm.
Says, "We have to see to the ramparts in the west quarter." Does it?
What's the problem?
Well, the ramparts are being destroyed and they must be rebuilt.
Ah, yes. Wood, stone. What materials are we talking about here?
It's a mix. We had to throw it together quite rapidly. I'm not proud of it, but we did it quickly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fine. You get the right aggregate in there, and you build it up, and blah 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 blah. Tradesman, crafty.
So what's destroying the ramparts?
I'm going to assume it's the people who have barricaded in to prevent the plague from spreading.
Do you say this out loud?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
He would say, there has been outbreaks of violence in the West Quarter, which have damaged the ramparts.
Am I right, though?
You are right. Yes.
I know I rolled poorly.
You are absolutely correct. His pause and his looking about just gives it away.
Ah,
Helen's stewing in the corner.
Why did we come here?
Have you
Alton's a great place.
Have you considered that what you need for the ramparts to keep them from being so smashed so easily is to build them up with more weaponry?
I didn't come here to be lectured by a novice. Is there something you wanted?
Oh no, no!
You were here to bid on
How
a
dare you,
contract.
sir?
Are you here to bid on a contract?
I I'm here to find out what services are needed in this town and to see, what services are being offered. Of interest, I noticed in particular, based on my expertise, the digging outside the city, that seemed to be going very poorly and very slowly. But,
He kind of spits. He says, the canal.
I
He like waves angrily, and he says, no, the contract is not available. Don't even mention it. It's like, but if you'd like to bid on the ramparts for the West Quarter, we'd consider it.
How did that contract get decided then?
Says, kind of snorts. You're gonna have to.
shoddy work of that nature. It's hard to believe that they give such a big job to somebody who's got such,
He's
lack of
teetering.
passion for the work.
I don't know what you guys are. You can tell that he's kind of like, should I tell these folks? Should I not? You're gonna have to persuade or deceive or something here.
Okay.
I'm good at persuasion.
Let me see. What am I good at?
Yeah, no, I mean, it just seems
I'm going to let him know
they get
that
the wrong men for the wrong
you're
job.
on his
They're not
side.
even men. The leaders aren't even men.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh my God.
understand.
So
we
Don
understand
Fargo.
your plight. We are here to help.
done.
So
That's enough.
Don Sorgo. So give me a nat 20 monologue, Don Sorgo. Yeah.
Clear your throat. Yeah.
Spotlight is yours.
Sir, we are here to help. It is what we do. I don't have any stories about the times that we have helped people.
Oh wait. Hold
Did
on.
not
Don
prepare that.
Sorgo, you remember
Make
that
'em up.
time there was
We
that,
resurrected a newly murdered guy.
that small community that had that bad case of chickenpox, and you built that wall around them? You said you like when people give you fake stories.
Yeah, no, that absolutely happened. And no chicken pox were seen ever again. We
Done
solve
and done.
problems.
He says,
Chimera
look,
pox.
we merchants, and I know you all. He says, like, I know you're merchant folk, or we are all guild folk. And we have a deal
Guilders.
with the Council of Alto. There's a bidding process, and then they're chosen on merits and price. But the canal contract was sole sourced, no bids. It just went
Sketch.
straight to Belshazzar, and I suspect that snake Pentamorta.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
like a dozen snakes.
Let me draw a connection line between Pentamorta
And all of them bad workers. That's the most important thing.
He said, and to think, 100,000 gold commission. 100,000 from the king's coffers itself.
And the king himself is granting these contracts, or somebody else is making the day-to-days.
That's just the commission? That's impressive.
Well,
I mean, it really
Can't
makes you
say
think
for
of
sure.
the scale of the project.
Who's the chief contracting officer for the crown?
well, the king sits in, and the king's aides, usually Xenophon sits in as well. But all the guild leaders also have a voice, and it's decided ultimately by a committee, except this time, where by the king's authority it was given to Belshazzar.
Executive order. Got it.
Mm.
I'm very,
sounds like
very angry.
a heaping jug of piss to me.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Say
been
that
juggling
again.
this.
And he says, now, he kind of straightens up after he was talking kind of like a low voice. Did you want to bid on those ramparts? I like your idea of weaponry.
I can start working up a proposal if you can give me the basic requirements. We can, definitely build it better. Couple gears here, couple marks there. We'll have it shooting flames, 20 feet taller than before. The whole works.
He
Poor
says,
lepers.
it's a simple
Flames
job.
are very sanitary.
It just has to make sure nobody or nothing gets in or out.
Nobody or nothing gets in or out or unbarbecued. Gotcha.
It says, deliver me a proposal, and I'll take it to the committee.
Mm-hmm. All right, Balthazar, I do go ahead and gather the basic paperwork to mull it over, even if I don't ever get around to it. But
I just kind of sulkily storm out of the.
Guys, I didn't mean to get to build that wall in this session, but we did it, Reddit.
I do.
We
build the
did.
wall.
And the lepers paid for it.
Build the wall. It keeps us free.
So, this is
And the plague ridden will pay for
I'm
it.
about to say a lot of a lot of topical political references from the last.
No, us never.
Sorry, I don't mean to sully your pro MAGA stream.
I would say we
Oh,
wait.
politics in
until
the
I'm,
stream's
level
fine.
10,
It's
and then we
during
can
my
return.
playtime.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean for it to go that way. Anyhow,
I really gotta know what's Fairy Gate.
Ferrygate. It's
All the
just
other ones
the
are
name.
kind of
Oh,
self-explanatory.
I thought there was
What
another
the hell's Fairy
controversy.
Gate?
Oh, there's a Ferrygate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fairy Gate.
It's
Much like Pizzagate with fairies.
yeah. Underneath the ferry restaurant.
There's bad things going about.
Just,
Is
just
that
Don't let
break-
Westgate know.
a whole bunch of black market fairies are being kept in cages, and like it just caused a political uproar. It's Ferrygate.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the political elite are diddling fairies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, we're done. We're done.
And moving on. So this guy's gonna wrap up this meeting with you, unless there's anything more you have to bring up with him.
Appreciate your time. Did we get this guy's name?
No, you did not require me to generate a name for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
merchant number 1.
Yeah.
It's Mur, and his last name is Chance.
No, his name is
Thorn.
Berto
Constructo.
Thorngage.
Berto what?
Berto Thorngage.
Thorn Gauge. Man.
Yeah. Like
was
gauge.
Mer-
Gauge is like the gauge of a needle.
Of a
And-
thing, yeah.
You said that it was like the Architecture Guild or whatever.
Yep. That's
Alright.
the Architecture Guild. Yep.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Like the Masons Guild.
Hates
Just does all the building and repairing in the
bizarre.
city.
Are we
like
out of the office? So you
Yep. Yeah. Well,
Alright.
if you guys leave, the clerk will say, "I hope you had a good meeting. Come back and
very productive lad and flip him a copper.
you can."
A copper.
He looks at it and just kind of like drops it
Drops
onto
the
the
penny.
desk. And he says,
Don't you go spend it all at once now, laddie.
Says, if you have any proposals, you can deliver them to this desk.
God.
Proposals will be bigger than that.
I'm keeping it in, but my proposal is basically just like giving him the finger.
So are we gonna go investigate Westgate?
Is Helen an anarchist?
Well, it sounds like
Socialist Helen here.
I mean, I'll volunteer to go in. Like, I actually cannot get sick. Like, as a
Oh.
paladin.
well, I'm afraid. So
You go in there and lick whatever you want, Ben.
we should at least check out the ramparts that the
I-
poor plague-ridden are
with it, while we're in
attempting
trade
to
town,
tear down
what,
with their bare hands.
are there any armor smiths or weapons merchants within trade town that are sufficiently skilled to impress musket lawn, or is this all amateur hour?
There are smiths, and I have names for them, but they're not going to impress you. Not
No.
here in the trade town.
Oh, is there a well or an oasis with fresh water?
The well is
You're in
here
it.
by the pedestals.
I'm gonna go there. I have a
Okay.
thing I need to do.
Okay.
Gonna pee
So-
in the well.
Brask is gonna
That's
split
exactly what I
off.
was thinking.
They're gonna go to again. There's a throng of people just listening to the
Speaking
news.
of peeing in the well,
Is there a
Potty break?
line to use the
Potty break?
well?
Time. Fire break. Beer break. Beer break.
Yeah. So we can take a break, and if anybody has questions about this, let me know, and I'll
This
get
well
started.
that Brass is gonna pee in.
everything is questionable. All right.
Oh, now that we're intermission, Neil.
Yep. That's funny. Yeah. All right. Okay. Ow. Okay. Be right back. That was you improvising with Pete and his interests. I'm guessing then. Okay. Okay. I'll be back when we get a drink. Hey, you're stronger than me. Yeah, Nintendo Switch Online, by the way. And he said, whatever goes up. Xbox. I'm in Japan. I'm sorry, honey. Any word from work?
You can't contact me.
Oh yeah.
I have no phone. That's good fucking luck. They'll probably just give me a warning.
All right, we'll get back onto the stream. All right. All right, you guys ready for me to go? You guys ready to go live? All right. 5. Wait, you want me to wait before we go live or after we go live?
Wait, was that canon?
We're live.
All right, welcome back. Okay,
The cannon was a
so
different spell.
we just had a meeting with the Masons Guild, chiefly talking about the ramparts quarantining the westward.
They are not so gallantly streaming.
Anyhow, Frask, you went to a well, and the rest of the party was trying to go decide what to do.
Sorry, you're asking, Frask, what he's doing?
Frask is going to a well.
He is going to a well. Is there a line?
Nope. It's
Alright.
more like people gather around the well to like gossip and chit chat.
Alright, Frask goes up to the water, he pulls out one of his bags, and grabs a pinch of dust, and he sprinkles the dust into the well.
Oh God.
You being the lone lizard folk, you draw some attention and people see you doing this. They don't interfere, and nobody calls the guards or anything, but people start like whispering, like in hushed tones. They kind of look at you and be like, "Shh."
You poisoned the well.
Alright.
They kind of watch this.
So what happens after I do that is 15 by 15 by 15 cubic feet volumes worth of water goes away very suddenly.
I mean, the water just disappears.
What's the spell?
That much of the water disappears. So
Okay.
I think I know what he's doing.
and then Frask probably has to go into the well to retrieve what he seeks. So he's gonna now climb into the well and splash into whatever height it's at below. It's probably gonna start rising up because it's probably from a spring, I assume. Or so actually, how fast would a well replenish? How fast would it come back up? Would it be kind of slow?
And a lot on the rock underneath.
Yeah, not immediately usually.
Okay.
But-
Well, in that case, Frask has to
it's got more
climb his
water
way
than
down. And he climbs his way down, and he collects a marble-sized thing of clay, basically, that's floating on top of the water. And he puts it into a pouch, and he climbs his way back up.
You climb your way back up to 4 guards.
Hello, friends.
One of which says, "In the name of the King of Alto, what are you doing?"
I am storing water in the event that is needed in the days ahead.
This is a warning. I know
Yeah.
we have to spell out this stuff for your kind. I can't arrest you on the spot for using magic to steal public water in large quantities, which was technically given to you.
Muskelon takes furious notes.
Then,
But
Are we there? Did we
then
follow you?
contaminate.
do you guys follow him?
Oh fuck yeah! I mean,
You
this
can,
is
you
gotta
can
be good to
follow him.
watch.
You can go with him.
Yeah, let's just watch this.
Easy amount of mission. We
Play
saunter
out.
and catch up. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if y'all are like following him, so the guards, and he says, "But you're now warned." And between me and you, he kind of gets close. He's just talking like loudly to make sure that everyone in the crowd is like, "Oh yeah, the guards, yeah." And he kind of gets close and he says, I will use any excuse to put you in the stocks.
And this will be my warning to you. Should you lay hand on me before I cause you any threat, I will turn into a large serpent and swallow you.
Threat.
Laugh.
That's a threat if I ever heard it.
I kind of laugh, and he says, "You sure do have a forked tongue."
I flick it at him and I walk away.
Yeah.
I like that all these people are racist against lizard folk, thinking they're stupid, but Frask actually is stupid.
Yes.
To get a little clarification, John, are these entire bodies of water right next to Citadel?
No. This is a statue garden. These are like big,
Okay.
ornamental statue gardens.
I thought those were like greenish lakes that were like near the Citadel.
No.
And I was
That's
like, we're going to the well because.
No.
Yeah.
No, those are like that. Those, there's like grass and like statues and plaques.
Oh, John, can you tell me how many pinches of that dust I have left?
Yes.
Or did I roll for that at one point?
I don't think you rolled.
Yeah, I hope in the future to be able to replicate that one.
Roll me 2d4.
Rolling.
So, Musket Lawn, I
Someone
think
drinks that.
each replicated magic item counts as an infusion
Yes.
towards your infusions limit.
Right. So you can replicate as many as you have infusions. Essentially, if you wanted to sell them to people, you'd have to be scanning
Wait,
them.
do I have a limit to
Yeah.
my number of infusions? Where is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's based on your level.
Okay, I don't know. It's not clear to me how to know my own limits.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, look at Artificer.
Was
Infusions,
Musket's Lawn
no.
saying he wants to be able to replicate my dust or something else?
No, and, yeah, it was one of the options. There's like that sort of store. What is that called? I saw that as an option of one of the things I could do, but
Okay, so you can know up to 6 infusions, and
like,
you can infuse up to 3 items.
yeah. But
So
the
you can't give us all like rings of water walking. You can give 3 of us.
No, you can give 2 of us because I assume you also are infusing your gun or something.
Oh yeah.
okay. The way I interpret it is I if I was doing the infused item, I could learn this many. It's numbers of things you can make, but you could replicate them as much as you wanted. But okay, maybe I got that wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you can only have 3 at once. So like if your shield or whatever, like your armor is infused for +1 AC, that counts as well.
Okay. So if I'm using the armor and my weapon thing, that's 2 out of 3 already.
Yep.
Okay. Well, mind you, I can just scratch
think
out the marks, put the marks back on at any given time, basically, as long as I have my tools. So.
I think at level 5 you get to use 5 of those. And at level 10 you get 10, or you get 4 of them.
No,
No?
you get infused items. You get to know, like at level 5, you get to know 4 that you get to use 2 at a time.
So how many can you use at a time right now?
He's level 6, right?
Yes, I think so.
We've
So,
already leveled up one?
3 at a time. We started at 5 or 6.
6.
Okay, I'm a 6. Okay.
So 6 infusions known, 3 infused items.
Yeah.
Okay.
hang on, let's see.
Okay.
So
Good to
what?
know.
While this is happening with Frask, what are the rest of you doing?
I mean,
Looking on aghast.
Yeah, just sort of letting it
Yeah.
happen.
I'm
Okay.
really wondering
That
if he
seems like the
like
best
if
way
he
to
contaminated it
handle
or
this.
Hey, Frask, maybe it's best to
why did you go in the well?
blend it. Well, you can't blend in. I don't know. Just keep on being you, bud. I don't know what to say.
I mean,
He
Blake's
takes a
definitely
bite
gonna
of
ask
goat.
Frask why he went into the well. I mean,
This is a very dry land. Water is hard to come by.
okay. So did you just like grab a bunch of water in there?
Yes.
Is that what that clay is? I guess some sort of spell that condenses water into a little bit.
Frag blinks the first set of eyelids, which means yes.
Okay. Okay, good to know. At first, I thought you just went down there for a piece of clay, but
The
okay, that makes a little
clay
bit more sense.
is the water.
Cool. That'll make a great pot someday. Um,
All right, let's try to head out to check out the. I need to check out the West Gate.
yeah, let's
I'll let
check out
the
the
rest of you-
Gate.
I'm
All right.
interested in that as well.
So you guys head to the West Gate.
Where's the
Um,
gate of Westgate?
The gate of Westgate is over here.
I mean, the internal gate of Westgate.
The internal gate of Westgate
Barricaded.
barricaded. Yeah. So the big one is here, where the Sunset Gate, like the Sunset area. I guess I'll call it the Sunset Quarter. And Westgate and the Trade Town kind of meet. Is this big intersection right here. And you approach and you see what is unmistakably people building like a very high. It's mostly made out of wood. It's got clay. That's keeping this palisade together. A thing that Helen notices without even have like your passive picks it up on the tops of like some of the trade town like buildings, just like literally just trade buildings, are stationed archers.
Facing in.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing in the Sunset Gate area?
Nope, not in the Sunset Gate.
Okay, let's just move a little closer to the Sunset Gate. How tall is this wall?
How tall is the wall?
Mhm.
30 to 40 feet, depending.
So if I have a rope,
Uh-huh.
Could a small creature get through any gaps in the wall?
that's a good question.
That's a good question. You would, if you rolled an investigation check, you might find it.
That's fine.
Oh,
see.
I can help with that.
I probably can't. Or maybe.
That's a great. Yeah.
I would say with an 18, you would find there's a place where they have two large trunks of wood like lashed together to make this palisade, but they're bowing away in different directions, and to make a hole probably large enough for a small creature.
Well, I have a way in. I don't know if
Yeah.
the rest of you want to keep
Uh,
looking around.
Blaine's gonna look at him, and it's gonna shrink down a little smaller.
House, you can't. Okay, do you actually shrink down?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't become small.
Too small. I
Can you? Link it.
No, you can't change
Uh,
size.
You can't change size. I don't think.
You can change size, but
Secret
like,
sidebar.
What race is
Yeah,
he?
secret sidebar.
Do we know what race he is, or is that still a secret?
I mean, I know. Alex knows. Helen doesn't know. Or maybe Helen does. I don't know. This kind of haven't. I feel like maybe I could just roll for like.
Yeah, I don't think Chase gave us nearly enough explanation relative to the knowledge we're supposed to have of each other.
My character knows what my character knows. He told me privately, but like my character wouldn't share what he knows with the rest of you. So I'm trying to figure out what he technically is, though.
Let me see. Do I know? Okay, Helen knows what he is.
All right.
All right. So-
To be honest, John, with a 25 history check, do I know what's going on with Blaine?
Oh, did we not do our flashback where he told you about that shit?
No.
So do we assume we know about you then? I
So-
don't mind.
So Blaine, so with the 25 history check, what I will do is the history of Blake's conversation with Helen. So let's do that now. Blaine, Blake, I'm sorry, Helen. Yeah, we're gonna do this. What is this called in a TV series? I forget.
Flashback.
Not a flashback. Anyhow, so just side channeling yourselves, have a conversation.
Alright.
So, of course, when I came back as Blaine and gave you all the heads up that I was actually Blake and Grok, for Frask at least, we're gonna say that I let you know that one of the ways that I've been a trader for so long is that I've been able to trade within multiple different tribes within the Colt Peninsula, or the Treble Peninsula, and one of the ways I've been able to do that is by shape changing into the different tribes that live within there. So there are dwarves, there are lizard folk, there are goblins and humans, and I sort of have a forum for each of those, so that I don't stand out, and so that they know me between tribes. It's one of the things I've been doing for a while, and you know that I have a variety of different forms, and I also have like a my clothing tends to change when I do. As far as you know, like as far as I know, I was just a human until adolescence, and then after that point, I started having this ability and sort
So
of
are you a
just
doppelganger, or do you know?
changeling. I was
Changeling.
yeah. As far as I know, I guess I was born a human, then became a changeling in adolescence. But yeah. And then I have a piece of clothing which is 5 different outfits, called the shift weave, so that it, as a bonus action, it changes into one of the other 5 outfits, basically, which works well for someone trying to like shape change, so that you're not
That's
like,
fun.
oh, that guy in the big green robe, that's him. So I guess I can share this now, because I imagine if we're like at the bar, I'd take you into a room and I'd be like, check it out. And so I'll show you like a couple of different forms that I come in.
So we can like
Um,
recognize you when you're
Yeah,
a goblin named like Balain or whatever, or
Yes.
Balake.
So Blaine, that's more of like his mercantile form. He does that for
Fancy people.
fancy people. This is his turtle form, which is the first form he learned.
Bortle.
That's Bortle the turtle. Bortle the turtle. You should also recognize. Fuck, where'd I put that? There's a
These are
goblin.
in Discord.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know
Here
if
we
I
go.
don't
Now
know
they're
if I can share
visible.
them in the other.
As Bortle the
You already
Turtle.
know what
Turtle.
Blake looks.
Creepy.
You already know what Blake looks like, and then the Bateri Goblin is.
So is
Whoa.
Blake your real form?
Damn. Blake.
You're like
Yeah,
original?
Blake is the original form as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Let me see if I can find.
And
any-
also changelings, by the way, can only change to medium
Yeah,
shape.
yeah. But I've actually, for whatever reason, I found a way to actually do it in the small form. We'll just leave that on the.
Okay, sure.
Not to meta that shit, but let me see if I can find.
You would never do that.
What, meta that shit?
Meta-
Never.
yeah,
No,
metagame?
ever. Damn. Okay. Oh, I know where it is. It's in the.
The other thing, John, while he's looking it up, I read that immunity to non-magical attacks does not prevent you from taking fall damage.
Ooh, that's good to
You're
Oh
muted.
know.
snap! Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
But immunity to
I could
non-magical
wreck some
damage
shit.
does.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, immunity to non-magical attacks is it's not. I mean, yeah, like whatever. You're the DM, so it's fine.
Yep. No, it worked out.
Yeah, I mean, you
Um,
prevented
We met a
my thing that I
different,
was gonna do.
so we're gonna
Swift and
Yeah, you can go ahead and clip it. I'm gonna add the last 2 things
so
on
we're
here.
gonna
and
we're gonna
we
come
know.
out
you're
of
good.
the
So you know I have different forms, and this is what they look like.
yeah. All right, and we're back. So who all's doing what? You all found a little bit of an opening. There are guards posted. You will have to roll stealth checks. There are archers watching. They're mostly watching into past the walls. And then over here, kind of where Darden Dunsargo's token is, like you find the gap kind of over here, but like this intersection here is where the like the checkpoint is. There is a gate. There's lots of guards at the gate.
Tell me again why we're wanting to enter Plague Town.
Yeah,
See why
Frask
it's
doesn't
like-
get it.
Awesome.
To do what?
We want to see why it's plaguey.
It sounds like a great way to get plaguey.
Not me.
Mhm.
I wanted to wait till I was
not
level
totally
10.
lit. Yeah, monks are also eventually immune to disease.
Yeah, that'd be the best time to come and do.
Also, I'm
Helen-
pretty sure I can
Helen-
cure disease.
Oh yeah, probably not this one if they haven't been able to cure the king though.
Yeah.
Helen is immune to disease, so I'll stay on this side of the wall, but it is sad.
All right. So who's going in?
I'm going in.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
At disadvantage, because...
Are you in heavy armor?
Well,
Heavy.
am I actually?
Where-
How are you getting
Heavy
trying
to a
get through
small
the,
person.
How are
I'm
you
in
trying to
half
get through?
plate. I think I still
Because
get
you're a half-plate.
disadvantage.
Yeah, half plate is heavy armor.
Okay.
Um,
Or yeah, it's
You
like
could
the only
dock it.
armor that I could.
I need everyone to tell me where they are when he's doing this.
Yeah, that depends. Do you want to have cover? Like, do you want us to try
Yeah.
to help
Do you want to teamwork this?
Also, do you want me to bless you? Oh, that's attack or saving throws. Can't help you.
You
Sorry.
can give him guidance, right?
Do you have enhance ability?
I don't know enhance ability.
I mean, I can rely on luck to get through some of this too.
I
so-
did.
Only if you fail.
I have speak
Sure.
with dead. Does that help? There's probably a lot of those back
Not
there.
yet.
I mean, you could ask the people on the other side of the gate if they're dead. And be like,
Uh,
what's the best word, bud?
I have command.
Give me your
I've got full luck points. I can just wing it.
All right.
You
You
get
can
7
pull
luck
this token
points.
on here for no
I'm
reason
going
at all.
to shape. He's going
Okay,
to try and make it
so-
inside or distract
Hold on,
people.
to be clear,
What's he
are y'all
doing?
in the Sunset Gate?
No, I think we're in the trade town.
The
Come to
gap, the
Sunset-
gap they found is here. They didn't find the gap at
Oh.
the Sunset Gate. They found
Actually,
it
a distraction might help.
Okay, what kind of distraction?
I
do
turn
you
into a
mean?
poisonous snake.
How big of a poisonous snake?
The typical size.
Are you pitching
Oh,
this,
okay,
or do you
that's-
just do it?
I just do it, and I slither up to Don Sorgo, and sort of like lean up towards him. So that, like, if he wanted to, I could like climb his arm and go where he wants to put me.
Oh, so not as a distraction. You're not doing this as a distraction.
I mean, you can use me as a distraction, or you can send me in to spy. Either way.
Chucks it up our roof. Okay, whatever.
If he gets
That's what I thought you were
the
going.
plague as a shapeshifted form and then reverts, does he have the plague?
And that's how Vector.
Cross that bridge when
Sounds
we come
like
to it.
let me decide.
To be fair, I think
Uh,
most
you do.
plagues stay within like warm-blooded or cold-blooded. I don't know about that many plagues that go from cold-blooded to warm-blooded.
This one's
Well,
magic.
luckily, Blizzard
That's
Folk are
fair.
cold
It's a
blooded,
magic
so
plague.
So I figure, okay, so Frask can come in with me since he's also
I can
a
be-
small.
I could hide in your
and then the rest of you
clothes.
can just
Yeah.
be and any one of you wants to be noisy and I don't know, Musketlon, you could try
Musket
I was about
lawn.
to
inspecting the barracks
Born for this.
Musketlon.
really invasively.
No,
No
Mad
one-
Cat.
You've never been called for more. Musketlon, are you muted? Because I feel like
No, I'm still here. I'm just trying.
Playing Minesweeper.
I'm updating my character sheet to figure now that I've understand my infusions better, and I'm unbreaking all the things that I had broken. But
Unbreak.
Like his heart.
Unbreakable.
aw.
no, I knew I was too good for a reason.
I mean, if you could just create
All right,
magic
so-
items
so-
unlimitedly,
so who's-
that would.
To
Everybody-
be fair, you can create magic items unlimitedly as long as you have enough gold and reagents and time.
Right, but I have to dedicate one of my infusion slots to doing that at that time. And
No, I mean just
That's
like
true for
that's how
anybody.
magic items are made.
Yeah.
yeah,
But we were discussing you invasively inspecting the barricade in order to provide a distraction.
there are guards there. All right, yeah. All right,
Yeah,
so I will
yeah.
go up.
Yeah, the
I will
guards
go
are
up with my
stationed on the
paperwork.
roofs of these
Excuse
buildings.
me, sirs. Let me speak to you here.
The guards are on the the guards are at this gate here and on the roofs of like all the buildings. They're stationed around all the buildings around like the west gate or the west
Mhm.
quarter.
But
Mhm.
not in the Sunset Gate.
And,
No, there
and
are nope, not here.
Don Sorgo, you could doff your armor. You don't have to take
True.
a penalty.
For
Maybe
those
that is
viewers,
more-
that means to take off the armor.
I suppose that actually does make more
Take
sense,
it
doesn't it?
off.
Even if it's less fun.
It'll take a minute to do that.
It's less
I'm
funny.
sure we can do
anyway.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah, I will doff the armor.
Okay.
Hold on, put on some
I
sexy
appreciate
music
you
as,
using
as
the
Helen
official
undresses
Yes.
John Sorgo.
This has been sponsored by Jeremy Crawford.
So, what is Blaine doing at the? Oh, yeah. What is Blaine et al. Doing at this point?
He was checking to see if there are any gaps in this Sunset Gate area since it's less patrolled.
Roll me an investigation check.
I'll allow it. Let's see. There you go. That's not
There are none,
15?
unfortunately.
Okay.
Though rolling through the sunset gate, you see
Yeah.
a lot of those priests that you saw in
The Healer's Guild?
Citadel.
Yeah, did we
The
get
heal-
what kind
the
of
healer's
race they
guild.
were?
Human. They're human.
They're human? Okay, I couldn't tell
Yeah.
from the tokens before.
There
Indy
are
500.
they you see a man like through the streets with a cart. Just it's not full of, it's not a corpse cart in the in the
Monty
strictest
Python
sense of the
sense?
world. Yeah, of the word. No, it's more of a the corpses are very neatly arranged into like slots. It's very well organized.
So
It's
are they?
civilized,
Do these corpses seem like they're coming from the Westgate district? Like they're disease ridden?
They are not disease ridden.
Okay. Just a bunch of dead people.
Just a bunch of dead people.
Unsuspiciously. Got it. No reason to pull them over at all. Cool.
And he's going down the street with them. But yeah, this seems to be the district under the control of that healers guild.
Quite interesting. Okay. I mean, it's a bunch of dead people for healers, but okay.
It's the Sunset Gate.
I get what you did there, yeah. So in the Dawn Gate, that's where you want to go if you really want to get healed.
That's where they
the
have
good- that's the good heals.
OBGYNs for the
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
the Dawn Lodge is where all the babies are born, and
And then your
Sunset
fertility
Gate.
specialists are at the Bone Gate.
It's the retirement
right,
zones.
okay. What's the scalability of this wall? You said there's no archers on this side.
It was it was hastily put together, so it's very scalable.
All right. So
Was it acrobatics?
It would be acrobatics. You are within sight of. You are a few buildings over, so like the archers will be able to see
4,
you.
5.
Yeah.
I mean, here you go. Boom. Better.
Yeah, I mean there are the other archers that are just on the actual fortress walls.
Oh,
but
there are people on the actual wall, and you neglected to mention that. Okay.
it is a
Um,
fortress town.
I guess like right here would probably be the best spot of all places. Then, like right in the midst.
There is no military presence in the Sunset Gate, by the way. Like, there's not a guard. There's not a soldier. Nothing.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Roll me a stealth check, by the way.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Fancy man walking around town looking
Oh.
sharp. Looking real
right.
sharp.
I will allow. I will allow you.
damn.
Is there something you'd like to peek into, or like
Scale?
would you like to
Ah,
sell
Nat
something?
20.
I hear there's a hole where the naked ladies dance. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to
Sure.
scale that wall, you can scale that wall.
No other check needed?
No, you just
Okay.
do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I want to scale this wall, and based
So-
on what the small amount that I've learned from the king, I would like to mimic that condition on my skin.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a little hard, right? Because he's
Yeah.
wearing a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
right? But
But I'm sure once I see some people, I could probably.
yeah, if you adjust it once you see some people, you kind of go to this wall and you just kind of and then just kind of like body flip over and come down. And you're
Assassin's
just like,
Creed style, yeah.
yeah, Assassin's Creed style. You're like, that was perfect. That's not what the stealth check was for, but
For,
nat
but-
20s or nat 20s. All right, and you kind of come in and you know, changeling some leprosy onto your skin. Where you are is relatively empty. It does seem disheveled. It seems to be in disrepair. You're in like the backyard of what once was a kind of villa, but obviously one that hasn't been inhabited in some time.
Okay, if he's in, then I'm gonna make my move as well.
Then make your move.
Let's take my. That probably should not have been at
We'll take the 21
disadvantage.
or the
I'll go to
22.
the settings and change that later.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
more
so I guess
than
me
a-
and Frask are in.
Okay. Yep. You go in.
Just to be clear, Frask is a tiny snake, a creature. That's how big the
tiny-
snake is.
You're
He's
you're
a tiny
small.
creature.
you're a king snake. Yep.
Wait,
Do you guys meet up so that I only have to manage one party?
Yeah.
Or
That's great.
Okay.
We'll meet
yeah,
up.
we should do that.
good.
So
I like this.
Or
mu-
two
I
parties.
like
leper
this-
parties.
leper-ridden Blaine is there.
Yeah, I like this musket lobby as a distraction plan. Are we doing that or no?
Apparently, don't
We
need
do
to.
not.
Okay.
Small
Yeah. So
people
what
within
is
the walls.
what is the other half of the party doing on the outside? I guess Musketlon and Helen.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know what to do. I'm just.
We don't have like a sending or anything.
I will say, like, I will use the one. I said that I had the infusions. The setting says I can't do it for everybody, but I will give it to one person. So I will give it to. We'll say I have given that to Blaine. You know, you have an infusion stone to me.
Sending stone.
Or sending stone, rather. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and
Well,
that's
yeah,
once a
could
day, right?
Once a day, yeah. But you know, so we can communicate if we need to.
Use it if I need it. Got it.
All right, yeah, we can wait on their message, and I'm just gonna like.
I will
Right.
begin
Catch up
the
on my notes.
process of chatting up the guards, acting like I'm here to assess the bid on the contract, and you know, like,
Yeah,
you
in
know,
case
let's
we
look at
need
this
an
piece of
out.
shit here. I can't believe this thing's still standing. My God, men, what are you doing? How they put you guys at they put your asses on the line under this? This is what they give you. Oh my God, this is terrible. And just start shaking things, and you know, like, you know, immediately, you know,
No, if you
going to
start
work.
shaking things, they're like, hey.
Whoa, sorry.
Yeah.
No. Trust me, laddie. And I, you know, show the paperwork to him and just kind of keep like improving things to where like it seems like they're getting enough free labor out of me that they're not, you know, going to ask too many questions. Hopefully.
So
Yeah.
go ahead, Helen.
I'm gonna just while he's doing this, I'm gonna just like kind of walk along the wall, trying to see if I can see anything else out of place or get any other information. It's fine if I don't. That's the kind of thing I would do.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. You have to pardon me. I'm pretty bad at this.
Yeah, I know.
I was to read. I don't. Okay. I think my shield only gives me advantage on passive perception. Is that right? No, +5 on No, that's my observant feat. Yeah,
Right.
passive perception. So I merely have advantage.
Oh yeah. God damn. No one's ever gonna miss anything in this game. So what you catch that like kind of further down the street here is a large cart laden with food and water, guarded by a bunch of guards, and it's headed towards the gate.
Okay, so it's feasibly food for the plague victims, but that doesn't sound like the kind of thing people do. So it's feasibly plague-laden food.
You do not know.
You may be
Lunch or
influenced
food?
from a previous campaign.
What was that?
You may be influenced from a previous campaign where we poisoned your food.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see that before, like it still has a few minutes before it gets there. So Frask, or not Frask, Sorgo, and
Sugar, Frask, and Blaine.
Blaine, you're still Blaine, correct?
You're
Okay.
doing great.
All right.
What are you up to?
I think
Yeah, meet
that
up.
I actually get to retain my own perception score when I'm in beast form, unless the beast has a higher perception. I think that's how it works. So I'm gonna roll perception. And
That's great. That's
I
the
am
best
inside
you
his
could roll.
armpit. I am inside his armpit.
You can't find your way out of the pocket you're put into. It's the problem.
Okay.
It's disorienting being a coiled snake in a pocket, and you're getting used to it.
Right.
I
So
see why
don't
they
expect-
stay in pockets. It's actually quite nice inside here. I inherently like being in a pocket and just don't lose it.
You get like
So I
some
don't.
fun
I don't
of it, yeah.
expect. I don't expect that this is gonna do anything, but I will go ahead and use a divine sense, just to see in
Okay.
case there is an undead on this side of the wall or
You
near-ish.
do not see any undead.
Okay. Didn't expect to.
Do we see any people with this plague?
No, you actually, like, if you're all together kind of on the other side of the wall, without having ventured any further in, you don't see anyone.
I would say that we venture in and try to see where these plague victims are.
Okay, perception checks.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da.
Perception.
I like wheat checks better, but they're better than.
And I assume I just can't do a perception check
On the
right
other-
now, or do I?
You can.
A 3.
I will allow you to do a perception check. Yeah.
On the other side of the wall, you hear like some like stones crashing and like boards creaking and like some hammering. Like
I don't know how you're gonna tell them, but hilariously,
Flick your tongue twice.
Frask. Oh my god. All right. You just guys have to be honest about this. So Frask, as a snake, you hear a kind of hymnal chanting, and someone seems to be talking vigorously, but it's a ways away.
All right. I'm going to attempt to escape the pocket.
Okay. You can do that easily enough, as long as Don Sorgo doesn't flip
Okay.
out as the snake is just like,
No,
"I'm out."
I'm expecting the snake.
Okay. I come out
mean,
of Don
normally people
Sorgo's
say the lizard's
pocket.
out of pocket. You get a little worried about decency.
All right, a snake makes its way out of. I'm gonna say it's a black snake, about the size of a coral snake, and
sure. Well endowed.
like a mini black mamba, and it's just going to start slithering its way in the direction of what it sensed.
All right.
Is it girl?
That,
He fell down the well.
he took
We'll
the well
follow.
with him. He literally
What
took
is
the well with him.
What is it, Laddie?
Yeah.
So it's down
Yeah,
this way near the
follow.
gray house, and so you you basically lead them down this road, and as you get closer, like Blaine and Sorgo, you hear it well. You hear it as well. A kind of hymnal, singing, some chanting, and you hear a man speaking with vigor. He oscillates between, you come upon a weird scene. A scene of hundreds of what seem to be lepers, kneeling, some of them burning a kind of incense. But a man kind of in front, wildly gesticulating and proselytizing and saying, some espousing some, religious something. He's having a sermon.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, but it's more like
The gourd, Bishop, the gourd.
it's
You already
more
don't do it,
nefarious than that. I'm gonna give you arrive before they notice you. I'll give you a moment. How do you want to approach this congregation? You don't barge into this. You kind of turn a corner and you see lots of people knelt, some people standing, and this man literally in front of the gatehouse here, to the exit to the city, which is barred, and he's just giving this sermon.
All right.
Blaine's gonna walk up
I'm
and take a
fine
knee.
just peeking around and
I will
I think he can blend
return.
in.
I think I'll return to Don Sorgo's sleeve. His right hand sleeve.
Yeah, the
Sure.
quick access pocket. So Blaine, what did you do?
I mean, I assume that I look like I have the disease,
Yeah,
at least
you've
superficially.
emulated.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a knee.
Okay.
Focus on the performance at hand. That's what creatures do.
Yep. And this man says, what the unenlightened do not understand is that we are the blessed ones. Xenophon thinks that he is the Almighty. It is Baldwin that has led this city to greatness. Who is the king? It is Baldwin, not Xenophon. We will inherit Alto, not the trade district, not the Bone Gate, not the Fairy Gate, and not the healers that put us in our graves. No, it is the afflicted, for we have survived the worst. And he goes on like this a lot.
Okay. What I gather from this is he's anti-angel and kind of anti all the other districts.
Angel?
It was anti-angel or anti-death mage?
Or
Seraphim, yeah.
Seraphon, yeah.
Oh, Seraphim.
That's-
Okay.
I mean, he's basically saying that the king has leprosy. We're all as good as the king. What's wrong with that?
I'm a leper, you're a
Fuck all
leper,
the
we
other
are
districts.
lepers all, and when we get together, we do the leper
Leprosy's
call.
not that bad.
Drip, 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 drip.
If the king has leprosy, then we can all have leprosy. It's not that bad. If the king has COVID, we can all have COVID. It's fine. Well, bring it back. Okay, sorry.
There are a few like hurrahs, and he's really trying to like whip the group up into a.
Okay, he's demagoguing a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's demagoguing hard.
Okay, not a little bit. How's the crowd taking that?
It is getting whipped up, and if there's not going to be a change of pace from the players, we should probably take a break before the next thing happens.
It's fair. We got
Alright.
7 minutes. Yeah, it's a 7-minute party break. I like that. That's
No,
a
it's
great
going to be
idea.
a short party break we're going to take now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
When we
Okay,
return,
party break.
All right.
Curdy kitty.
All right, welcome back, folks. We just had a subgroup of adventurers infiltrate the West Gate without being perforated by
Dun,
guards,
dun,
listening
dun,
to a demagogue
dun,
proselytize.
Dun, dun,
Okay,
dun.
so the next thing that happens is Don Sorgo, where are you in this? Again, think of like an amphitheater of people.
Zoom in so I can move things around. I was thinking like just around the corner. Like, there's no reason for us to actually join the crowd. I'm just geeking.
Okay, you're like in an adjacent alleyway, listening to the thing.
Yeah,
Like listening to
or
the speech. Oration.
small. I might be hiding behind a barrel or something. But
Oh.
I'm not out there visible.
Okay, all right. Roll me a stealth check.
Yeah.
15. 15's actually pretty good. Okay. And Frask, and it's gonna happen to one of you. So, it's gonna be Blaine then. So Blaine,
What?
approaching you in the crowd is an odd creature. It is
I only trust
seemingly
evening creatures.
seemingly made of metal and wood fused to a kind of chair with wheels on it. Rolls up to you and says, "Would you like to buy a broken toy? Broken toys for broken toys."
Is this an Automan?
The little toy soldier goes,
Just,
"One
you know,
silver, one
y-
silver, one silver."
I will absolutely give one silver for this. That's
You receive
precious.
a broken toy. Just put broken toy down in your inventory.
But hey, hold on. You said it was working.
It keys up and it like starts marching a little bit, and then only one leg goes and it kind of just spins. And he says, "Broken toys for broken toys."
But yours worked, right?
Broken toys for broken toys.
But he had a working toy. Just a second ago,
The
right?
no. The one he just gave
The
you.
demo.
The demo.
the
That's the
demo.
one he was selling you.
The demo works, right?
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Oh. Wait,
It
you
was-
said it walked. You,
It walks in like a circle because one leg was broken.
Yeah, it walks in
mine
a
works
circle.
in a circle.
That's why he was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna find some like subplot way of using
So
this
you give-
like
you
to
give
beat
him-
the final boss.
You give him a silver, and he says,
This guy's our
broken toy.
yub and nug.
Broken toys. Thank broken toys.
They do.
He kind
Are
of
you a broken toy?
We are all broken toys.
Does he look like he's affected by the plague?
Deep man.
No, he's not human.
He's made of wood.
He's
I mean-
not made of
Oh, okay.
the muscle. He's not a bag of meat.
He's metal and wood.
He's metal and wood.
I honestly don't know if Blaine would have come across whatever he is. What would I need to roll to determine if this is like a sentient thing?
You can
And
roll
not like-
insight, or you
I
can have
guess.
a longer conversation with him and try and determine that for yourself.
Make him pass the Turing test.
Yeah. I go through the Turing test. How does that work?
you flip a turtle on its back.
I feel like
Don't
I'm more
touch
comfortable
it.
just rolling
I
an
feel
insight
quite
check.
confident.
Insight. There we go. That's a pretty damn good insight.
When he replied with "We're all broken toys," that had a surprising amount of empathy in it.
Sure. So he feels like a broken toy. And by that, gosh, is he like a Warforged toy salesman?
That, with your role, yes,
Okay.
the Warforged toy salesman.
Okay. I mean, that's what it
With no
sounded
le-
like. But
Half of a Warforged, the upper half. Of a
yeah, I was
Warforged
gonna say,
salesman.
yeah. So he's a broken Warforged that's selling broken toys, but he's not afflicted by the plague, so he is just making bank on this.
Yep,
very
I do
closed
need you to
economy.
make a Constitution saving throw, though.
It's fine. Well, you got it.
Because he took a toy?
Except I'm in the bad area.
You save. It's
Oh, because the plague.
Okay.
Yeah,
The what?
level 10 will be okay, but
The warn me.
I got 4
Jesus
levels to go.
Christ.
Do you? So you give him the silver. He thanks you.
Wait,
Do
is he
you?
the vector? Is that why I need to roll the Constitution save?
Is there anything else you ask him?
How long has this been going on? How long have you been in here?
He looks.
Selling these toys, these broken toys.
Says, "Oh, one does not have a good memory for these things.
Huh.
It was a mountain, and then it was an outpost, and then it was a city. I could walk then." He doesn't say anything else.
Wonderfully.
Who would you like to walk again?
He looks at you and says, "A broken toy."
Would a broken toy like to be a broken boy again?
All right, Geppetto.
I mean, I know an artificer.
He'll just repeat, "We're all broken toys."
What's your name, broken toy?
Primus.
Primus. How do you feel about getting out of here, Primus?
I feel like I belong here with the broken toys.
What if you weren't broken anymore?
We're all broken toys.
God, he's doing the Blake thing again. Hey,
The Blake thing.
I'm back. He's gonna start a war in there or something by the end of this.
I mean, as far as I know, this is a warforged that can't contract the disease, that is basically just like stuck in the district because it's all walled off. And is in a debilitated state because he was injured at some point. He needs somebody to like physically repair him, and we have someone who has all the tools for the right job.
On the other hand, we're all broken toys.
I mean,
Whoa, man.
from his mindset at least. I'm thinking if we get him out of this situation, he may not have that same mindset.
Canonical.
I don't know. I don't know if I need a roll or anything, or if he's just gonna be like a person on a loop or a semi-person on a loop. My understanding was Warforged or they have a consciousness of their own. So
Yeah, I mean, you feel like there is something wrong with him. You can't put your finger on what, right? But he's not complete neither physically nor mentally.
right, he needs repair, probably magically and physically. From the quick assessment that he's missing like a bottom half and he's not all there mentally. But we can fix the bottom half at least. I think Musketlon could probably do that.
He's already got
I can fix
spare
anything
wheel.
that moves or doesn't move.
He's
He
gonna
does move. He rolls.
he's gonna take the another toy out. It's a Jack in the Box. He's like
Fireball.
Just keeps going forever.
And it just keeps going. And he's just like spinning it, and he like offers it to someone who's listening to it. Anyhow, like while this is happening, the guy who's like speaking, he says, "The time is near. Soon. The bells toll for thee. When destiny knocks, take it. It's yours." And then at that moment, a guard, the guards kind of undo the thing on the big, what is it called? Like the cross beam on the gate. They lift it up and they take it
The
off.
bar.
The bar. Yeah, sure. And
That's called the bar on the door.
they begin to open the gate to try and to bring some food in, and like 15% of the people stand up and look toward the open gate. I'll give you guys a reaction.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm still gonna focus on my broken friend here because I assume he doesn't need to eat.
Okay. No. Probably not. He doesn't really have a mouth per se.
I mean, I'll look at the direction that everyone else is looking, but I don't
Yeah,
expect to see much.
you see the gate open and a cart being pulled by a horse laden with food and with water around it is being pulled through the gate.
I have a crazy idea.
Oh God.
Can I please? Can I please?
What's your crazy idea?
You said he's missing the bottom half, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start making my way away from this.
I want to like pull him in the alley, and I want to shape change into the bottom half of his legs, and hold him from the back.
That seems incredibly pointless. Why?
No, so that I can walk out of this district because the Warforged don't have leprosy. They're machines, and I miss legs now.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what I need to roll for that.
He's not going to resist you picking him up, but you're going to need to roll a stealth check to deceive anybody that you're his legs. Also, at the same time,
What a
my
sense.
God.
I got a good stealth check.
Yeah, it's a good stealth check.
Not
So,
John Knight.
all right. So you grab this guy, you go into an alleyway, and you're like, he says,
I got a plan.
We're all broken toys, and you're
We
like,
can be
yeah,
broken toys
and
together.
I'm your broken legs, and you turn yourself into his legs, and you're just
Yeah.
kind of like holding him above you, and you're like,
I
trying
assume
to
I'm
be his
holding like a
legs.
baby, like I'm basically like underneath his arms, like walking.
You have a
towards
spell
the
that's
gate.
like illusion. See, the thing is like you can become creatures. I don't know if you can become a creature's legs.
I can change. No, I can change myself
Are
into
his
like.
legs medium sized?
They'd be
Probably.
small.
Yeah, they would be small.
Yeah.
Is he a small Warforged?
No, he's a medium warforged.
Yeah, but half
Right.
of them is.
Half of his medium. That's what I'm saying. Like I grab him by like underneath the armpits, change myself so that I like mimic what he looks like, and look like Warforged legs on the bottom.
I see. So I'm gonna make you roll some dope deception checks whenever we get to it, but we're not there yet because you're weekend at burning this.
So
this thing.
my thought is
We're
maybe if
gonna
I could try and
burn this.
steal a bit of food, just to inspect it later and then get out of here because I don't really see any other point to being in here.
So the food is being accompanied by a bunch of guards.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna just straight up do it. But like, I don't know if they abandon the cart or some point and there's a bunch of people. Then
There's tension in the moment because there's about 30 people standing up, and one like the demagogue who's yelling in this moment just screams attack, and they all take off toward the cart and towards the entrance.
Okay.
okay, in
I would
that
like-
case, I'm just gonna go out the way we got in.
I
don't need
would
to be
like
a part
to
of this.
force up Primus's hands into the air and run towards the entrance and scream, "Nope, nope, 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 nope," as if he's running away from the crowd.
Oh man. Okay,
Deception.
so Don Sorgo stealth check. Blaine, it's not really gonna matter because you're both gonna take. Here's the problem, man. It
You know what? I'm
doesn't
gonna use
matter
luck.
who's exiting. You get the arrows.
I'm gonna take another. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
That was for me. That's okay. Fine.
I was gonna say, luckily, some guy was being an idiot and distracting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that Don Sorgo, easy mode, right? Because like, there's shit happening here at the gate. What do Helen and Musketlon do? Like, there's clearly commotion. The archers have turned their attention to the gate. They just brought a wagon of food in, and the archers have drawn their bows.
Okay, so from our perspective, the gate's open.
Yep.
The food cart goes through. The archers go, but we're still on this side of the gate. Do they close the gate behind the food cart?
They're about to.
I mean, just if that gets us in the gate, I just waltz in right through the cart, keep banging on things, checking the door. Oh, thank you for getting this open here. Finally, I can work on this part that's important. Yeah,
If we
Yeah.
get out before he gets in, then I will make myself
I will
known to him and be
bullshit
like,
my way into there and like hold the door open, and
Yeah, walking legs number 5 short circuit over here.
maybe
Just gonna,
even like jam some
no,
shit
no,
into
no.
it to keep it open for the time being.
So here's the thing, like Blaine and Primus here, like that you can dash through. You're gonna take. The archers are instructed to not let anybody leave, and you're running through what is the kill zone. So if you want to run through the gate,
Better question: how big is Primus?
he's
medium, right?
the upper half.
Would you say that he would fit
You
in like?
cannot mend him.
No. Would you say that on his widest point, could I squeeze him into like a 1.5 foot
No,
circle size?
he's
device?
bigger than that across his shoulders.
Okay. That. What if I cut off his arms? I can put him back.
Well, if he's doing this, I'm just gonna put my armor back on. I'm not
Curious.
paying any attention to this.
I mean, they're basically like chicken wings.
I just want to know Blaine, if you attempt to go through the front gate, you're going to take a bunch of arrows. Is all I'm saying. Is they're instructed to maintain quarantine, and you are leaving quarantine.
Hold on. Let me do this. I would say as soon as I got through the gate.
Well, yeah, we'll see if you make it through.
Okay. Basically, when the arrows start coming, I would like to toss them through the gate so that I'm no longer hindered.
All right, and if I take down the gate,
It's just gonna seem like
will it
like
trap
a
us inside, and is that bad?
like a robot cripple's coming through the gate. That's no harm.
All right, you're going to take 10 archer shots attempting to perform this maneuver. Are you ready for this?
Over how many rounds?
Over one round.
Let me see how this works.
Should I attempt to interfere with it?
Hold on. It's reaction. It only says it's part of that. So I'm gonna. Okay, fine.
If you can, it's 10, and there are 5 archers that have their bead on you.
That's fair. I got some hopefully dope shit.
Are you ready for it?
We'll see.
All right, you're just running out the front gate. Okay, Here it comes. Here are the first 2. Here are the second 2. All right.
Okay, so what I'll do is this.
Okay.
It looked, and maybe I'm just misreading this, but it looks like only if I choose to use them as a range attack, it counts as a reaction. So theoretically, I can reduce these by 1d10 plus my dex modifier plus my monk level every
No.
without
You get one
throwing
reaction.
them back.
You get 1 reaction.
Okay, so
You can do this once.
Okay, then fine. That's 17.
What's your AC?
Let's see. 17 is my AC. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 of them are gonna hit.
Yep.
So sure, why not? The first one, I will deflect it. Do I roll anything? I guess I need to roll a d10. Sure, why not? Boop, and then add, whatever that is, Dex, which is 4, and monk level, which is 6. So yeah, that's gonna reduce 19 damage. Hope it works.
I'm sorry. What?
that move.
So it's 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your
That
monk
reduces
level.
19 damage.
I don't understand the math. It's 3 plus 6, which is 9.
1d10. Oh, I'm sorry, not 19. I'm sorry. I did the 10. It's 4 plus 6, so it's 10, 13 damage is reduced from the first
That
one.
makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah. My
Alright,
bad.
So you take 0 from the first one.
Yep.
I-
Can I use my key point to deflect the missile into another missile?
No.
Damn, I tried. One
Alright,
of
you
them
take
missed me, right?
a lot of
That's
them
all-
missed you.
Hold on. Is it only for melee? It's only
16
for
missed
melee.
you, 15 missed you, 12
Yeah,
missed you.
you know what? You know what? Fine. I'm comfortable taking 27 damage.
You take an additional 18 from them being archers.
That's
You got
its
hit by
next
this.
attack.
Yep. So a 6, a 12, and a 9.
Okay, so I'm blocking the big one. Is the goal here?
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
So they're using all 3 of them that hit are using 3 different attacks. So it's a
yeah, this is Legolas trying to kill the orc that's coming to blow up.
This is a 10, a 20, and a 20, a 10, and a 15. I'm gonna block the biggest hit if I can.
That would be the first one.
Okay.
I didn't
So-
even.
Sorry.
Just tell me how much damage I take.
You take 6 plus 12 plus 9 plus 18.
Tell me what that is. I'm not. It's late. You
Um,
do the math. 6 plus
45
6
is the total.
I'm sorry. 45? That's fine. I'm alive.
Well, that's nice.
Okay.
Barely.
Surprise.
And now I
I
get another
suggest we
reaction.
leave by a
Fail.
different gate, and we'll meet up later so that we're not like all barred from the city.
Everyone can react to this. So, what is the rest of the? So, what happens is, you know what?
I saved a non-leopard, semi-human.
In order to keep this organized, I think I do have to put everybody in initiative.
Oh.
So just go ahead and everybody roll initiative. I'm just gonna rearrange all you guys.
Are you gonna roll Primus's initiative?
No, Primus is gonna act when I want him to.
Oh well, that's fine.
To sing the South Park song. I guess my initiative is. Oh, I didn't click myself, so I guess it's.
That's what you get.
Oh no, it's lucky for him.
Yeah, it's good for me.
All right. So
it's 20. I have advantage on initiative, so.
a 20. Okay. So yeah, we'll try and just keep it ordered. We'll do Musket Lawn, then Helen.
I'm not trying to fight these archers.
No, but their job is to maintain quarantine, and you're running.
They're trying to murder you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also why I
Right.
threw Primus out there, and the idea was that I was gonna run around the corner and not be me.
The portion.
You can do that, on your turn.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, just make sure.
but
the
die
portion
otherwise.
of the wall.
you survived the volley. Okay, Musketon, what's up?
Yeah.
Portion of the wall they're on. It's stone, wood, metal. What is the primary?
They're on the
material?
ceilings of these trade buildings. They've
Okay.
commandeered the roofs of these buildings to be
Okay.
like Overwatch into this.
So
sector.
buildings are wooden, stucco, or like what are they made of?
I would say Adobe.
Adobe. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So while continuing to act like I'm just dealing with the walls and dumbfounded, I'm going to cast. Wait, hold on one second. Make sure. Cube. How closely bunched are they? Are they all like one building is 15 feet, 20 feet? Like what are we talking here?
Various, right? Like there's a lot of.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different buildings.
Without a map of their things, say give me an arbitrary number of dudes I can hit with either a shatter or a thunderwave spell.
Oh, you can hit like.
I'm sorry, you're gonna murder the guards?
I'm just hopefully to just stagger the guards by not murdering them with a lesser spell, but I got to know
What the quality of the guards are? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shatter spell will definitely weed those.
At this
out.
point, everybody but one of us is safe, and then the one person is planning to stop. So we may want to just support. I mean, you do you, Elon, but
Yeah, we already know we can bring him back.
it's true. Yeah,
We'll take that 400, 300, whatever gold out of his pocket.
out of his.
That's right.
Is Blaine safe or no?
No, Blaine just took like 3
Right.
big ass arrows.
3
to the
archer
chest.
arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all the fun that
And
it
there were
sounds like.
there were 10 of them coming his way.
Man, I gotta get Archer's Eye. Where was that in the roll up? Or is that like Hunter's Mark?
That's the monster. Like it's in the
Archers
monster
are monsters. Are you hearing this?
Yep.
Alright.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, you could probably hit 3 of them with a shatter if you so chose, but Helen gives you a look that says like
I use
Yeah.
my pristine ability to read the situation and say, "Let
Yeah.
them know, guys."
not even like both Helen and her shield gives you the disapproving eye.
All right. In that case,
Yeah, the shield does this.
assuming Blaine is running towards close enough to the gate that he's right by me working on the gate, I will just cast aid upon him.
Blaine's gonna raise the Warforged arms up in the air
Not
and
your turn.
oh, sorry.
Okay, you cast 8 on Blake or
And Blaine, myself, and
Blaine.
you're carrying the buddy you helped us with you or no?
I mean, if I get past the, I got past the gate, so yes.
If
I
you
got
have
past the gate alive, yes.
all right, you have a clear ally with you. So yeah, the 3 people will be myself, you, and that person.
Primus, yeah.
I'll get 5 bonus hit points.
Okay.
And I will just, what's this going on here? And like try to, act up a big more distraction, more of like musket launted up. Oh my god, they're oh thank God you're getting out, lad. The lepers are coming out after you. Guards, watch out for all the lepers over there. And
To be clear, John Sorgo never got shot at.
No, he went out the same hole that he went in with a stealth
Oh,
roll.
okay. Fair enough.
the non-dipshit man.
All right, Helen.
Okay, I don't know. I was planning on speak with the dead, but I don't need that quite yet.
Give him time.
Wait, your turn,
Let's
yeah.
see. I
it'll
don't
happen.
want to get close to Blades.
Can I get a Primus token?
I'll work on it.
I appreciate it.
You didn't anticipate this?
No, not in the least.
I mean, you had
No
a
anticipating
favorite
chase.
character right there.
Roll out the barrel.
Oh, man. Sorry, I'm not as familiar with the ranges on some of my abilities yet. And none of you guys got the plague yet, right?
Nope.
As far as I know, no.
Okay, I think so. I would assume that if I ran over and touched the guy that's running away from the plague zone, that I'm gonna get marked for getting shot by the plague zoners.
Yeah,
and
that's-
so I will cast. Oh, that's right. I can do this at a higher level.
Come on.
How many do I have? Okay. All right. In that case, this is ranged, so I'm not gonna go. My good spells are touch. Oh, cool. I'm glad I used that as
Sure.
a 3rd level spell to get 10 hit points. Sorry for the bad roll. It was red with a 3, meaning I rolled.
I saw that. Is that a +10, I guess?
Yeah.
So you get healed remotely from Helen. who's where are you, Helen, in this situation?
I guess she's like over here.
Oh, I'm near the gate, but I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to be like, kind of like, move out of view of the guards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good idea.
Well, they are. I'm not even gonna make you roll stealth. They are focused on
One man.
target. Yep.
Mm.
All right.
Technically two.
Don Sorgo.
Just gonna, mount my mule and maybe take the dodge action and also back up a little bit.
You're
I'm
just
good.
gonna make your way like inward to the
good.
trade center and be like, fuck it.
Saunter right out.
Okay.
My plan is, if he makes it, he just goes through another gate, and we're not all pariahs.
I mean, I'm
I
just
mean, he
saying.
can change his face.
I,
if he's
I could
cool, but
absolutely move throughout this entire city in one dash motion.
Somehow, I don't think that this is actually 30
That's
feet.
probably
to
not to scale.
Frass.
John, when you prepared this, did you? This is about like what you expected, I think.
Well,
To happen in there.
no. You see, I expected Splinter Cell like in and out. Like I was like, oh, they'll probably sneak in and out. And if I make it very clear how many guards there are, like they probably won't try to just like
Do
storm.
you remember the
place.
dragon? Do you
Was
remember the
Chase
dragon?
in the bay you're talking about in this
Yeah,
imaginary scenario?
I think I'm just gonna have to kill him next time. Anyhow,
You're
moving
right,
on.
I'll reroll a
Frass.
wizard. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the difference between you and me. I would have this time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's yet to be seen.
Like I think if like if I got lucky, he would have died.
Yeah, you got unlucky, I would say.
I got unlucky. So I think the
unlucky.
dice were kind to the shapeshifter.
I just realized I was muted. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, sorry, Frask.
I've been talking. So
Pretty
I
Go
imagine
ahead.
pretty average
I
size.
imagine
Go
there's
ahead.
a gate, and there's
Yep.
a bunch of archers on this side of the gate, right? And
Uh,
they're
there's
shooting
archers
arrows at
on-
a friend.
They're on
Found-
top of the buildings
Yeah.
on
like
this
over
side
here.
of the
On the-
palisade.
Because it's
in
a
the
shoddy
trade.
gate with shit workmanship, and something needs to be
But-
done about it.
Gotcha.
I'm probably telling you, probably giving you the idea that maybe we don't need to do anything.
Really?
You can take that or leave that.
Oh, I thought our goal is to
I'm
distract
just
these
sort of
guards.
I'm just sort of sauntering away and not dealing with it.
Oh,
If you're still
Uh.
in my sleeve, then I'm probably muttering about that.
well, I mean, our goal is for our friend to not die, right? So
We're not there yet.
here's what
How we got
Frask is.
stabbed.
Here's what Frask
Don't
is
sort of
going to
stab
do.
Helen
I'm going to
because
go
of
with what
blame.
my
It's the whole
first
thing.
idea was, even if it's awful, which it is. I'm
Go ahead.
going to
Go ahead.
get out of the pocket, shapeshift into a giant constrictor snake,
Oh boy.
and get on top of a building that's in the opposite direction of Blaine.
That's probably helpful.
What is a giant constrictor snake's climb speed?
Climb.
Well, it's a giant constrictor snake, so
Yeah.
considering
The
it's
scale
a
right there.
considering it's a huge creature, I think it's huge. I imagine it can just sort of lift itself on top of most one-story buildings. And maybe even a two-story building. It could just like ascend
Alright,
it.
2-story as a bonus action.
All right. Yep. Yep.
So that's his goal, is to get on top of it,
You can absolutely get on top of it.
and have some of himself visible for archers at the end of this turn.
You're
Just so you understand, my goal is to be very loud and noticeable, and then go on the other side of these buildings, hopefully with enough hit points to then turn back into Frask, and just nonchalantly be leaning against a corner like, snake, go that way.
Can you make the sound of a very loud constrictor snake? Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
What was it?
They don't make sounds.
The sound of the snakes and Raiders of the
Constrictors
Lost
just
Ark.
don't make
That
sounds.
they would run their
That's the
fingers
whole thing.
through noodle casserole, right?
They don't have a hiss.
All right. Okay. So do you?
That's 0.
That was your action, and was that your action and movement?
Yeah, that was my movement for sure. It's a bonus action to transform. I'm not attacking anyone. I'm not
You're
trying
not
to break
gonna
any
attack.
laws
Okay.
here.
Alright.
I'm just trying to like, hey, look, giant scary snake. What do people do when they see giant scary
To be,
snake?
to be
you know?
clear, my initiative was 16.
No. You started combat, so you go.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I see.
Yeah. And I honestly should put some other
You
tokens
changed
down.
me.
But here's what I did. I changed you. So here's what happens. The people. So all of this happens in like the moment where like the people who are motivated by this demagogue stand up and turn to run and like rush this like open gate, and they do. And there are other like 5 of them choose to shoot at you, Blaine. The other archers on the buildings shoot
See
at
the massive lepers coming out.
the massive lepers that are charging at them.
That's
Uh,
right
Snake,
there.
Snake does nothing.
And well, nope, we'll get to the snake. And some of those arrows find their marks. There aren't as many arrows as you might expect because there are other things happening, notably Blaine and a giant snake. So a few of them get through. Notably, one of the people who fall, when they fall, a kind of, it looks like mist, it might be a dust, kind of sloughs off of them when they die. They get hit by an arrow and they fall to the ground like, and a kind of comes off and melts away into the air. Except for one of them. One of them gets hit by an arrow, and then gets hit by another arrow. Gets hit by a third arrow. Goes down to his knees. And then the dust from the other 5 come into him, and he begins to bulge in unnatural ways and begins to grow bones that didn't exist before.
Close the gate.
He grows some plates, and his shoulders get very big, and his head is still very small.
Close the gate.
His
This is my origin story, guys.
his fingers
like
become
Resident Evil now.
unnaturally long, and he stands up with these 3 mortal wounds and charges at the guards and slams his hand into one, gutting him, and picks him up and throws him down as some more arrows kind of hit him in the shoulder.
Uh-oh.
Frask, you're gonna take some arrow fire.
All right, that was the plan. Giant snake AC is probably low. 12.
That's 3.
And you take an additional 2d10.
Only 2, huh?
Well, because it's, again, the first attack from these archers that hits, I get to roll an additional 2d10.
Cool. Oh yeah, because a bunch of them missed.
Yeah, because a bunch of them missed, yeah.
So
roll for
33
you.
plus 5 is 38. I take 38 damage.
Take
All right, I have
38.
20. I have 22 HP as a giant snake.
So you're back to fast.
No, I have 22 HP as a giant snake.
I know, but you just said you took like.
No, I had 60. Now I have
Oh.
22.
Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, this Attack on Titan.
So,
That's your gear.
There's
We're in the metropolis. This is great. It's a walled city. It's all
yeah,
built up.
so the
Oh,
the
yeah,
big boy.
good.
And we're back to Blake. So Blake, you've been perforated, a lot.
True story.
What do you do?
I would love to. Does disengage work for range?
No, because there are no opportunity attacks.
I want to go around like the nearest like full.
You can,
Building.
it's easy to find full cover.
Yes.
There are
yes,
no
yes.
archers in the Sunset Gate.
I would like to go full cover, drop
What-
off Primus.
what is your-
in
what
a
is your-
small area?
Yeah, what is your like move, like your maximum like get the shit out of dodge move speed?
Without any bonus actions, 90.
Okay, so easily so because what I'm envisioning is,
I have a 45 base.
do you have a bonus action which is a dash?
Well, I mean, I can dash as a normal action, but I have a bonus action for Step the Wind, which would make it 180.
I would say in order to get past the cart, past the giant, through the gate, around the corner, into an alleyway, you're gonna have to use everything. The key point.
Here I thought I was already like past the gate with all those arrows.
No, that's why you took all the arrows, is because you went into the kill zone.
Okay, yeah, we'll say I used the key point. I burned them all. I'll burn the key point.
Yep.
I ran 180 feet. I ran around the corner. I dropped off Primus, and then ideally I'm gonna have my back to the wall in the sunset gate, where there are no archers on the tops of the buildings.
You're gonna be there are no yes, you are in the Sunset District. There are no archers at the top of the buildings. You are like in an alleyway, not an alleyway. You're like in like the cops is like a hangover. You're on someone's porch. You just put them in a corner somewhere.
Yeah. Primus is right here at this little like white square, or this little tan square, like right here.
Yeah, it's nothing's to scale. Anyhow, 180
yeah.
feet. 180 feet would be like kind of
right there. That's where Primus is.
Well, I don't know where they're gonna put you, but yeah, you're somewhere.
That's where I want to be. I want to be right there, because that's probably 180.
I don't have a good
like,
sense of
to
scale
there.
for the city, but anyways, you're on a porch. That's kind of the end of it, unless there's a free action you want to do, like talk or open or close something.
I mean, my free action was gonna be to scream Sanctuary to Helen, but that you said I couldn't, so.
I also don't have that spell.
Yes, you do. You cast it on me last
Give it
game.
to you.
Oh, Don Sorgo does. Sorry.
Musket Lawn.
Yeah, I mean,
things
you
have
cast it on me
evolved.
last time. That's why I was like, oh, that's a great spell right now.
If I thought this was gonna happen, I would have had a battle map. I don't, and I didn't.
That's
Yeah,
how it
why
goes.
would this?
But hey, science. So, Musket Lawn. 4 to 10, dead lepers have now become one dead leper or one live, one questionable state leper.
One Def Leopard.
Yeah. It's a drummer.
And
doesn't
who
hear
is
that.
just
It's a lost joke.
turned a guard into a guard to go. What do you do?
Capable.
So the mob is following the monster. The monster is, like the remnant. Like
At this point, the monster is kind of the mob. The mob, most of the mob was mowed down by the archers. The ones who were not killed immediately were fled. The ones who were killed immediately convalesced.
And so is there? So the guards and that monster are it basically.
Yep.
Close the gate.
Closing the gate would be just a bonus action. Like, how difficult is closing the gate?
It's a big gate. You'll need some help, but there are several guards in the vicinity with an interest in closing the gate.
Okay.
They may not shoot you.
All right, lads. If you want to get your friends out of there alive, you got to get this gate closed as soon as I drop this off. So using bonus action, drop a cannon. Carving a have a pre-carved wooden cannon that ready to go. Drops down, has little legs, and it, inches its way forward. What's rough distance between there to? I can trust the measuring tool for this, or no?
Yeah, no, you can't.
It's only 9 feet.
We're using the theater of the mind here. Where were you when this shit went out? You said you were like at the walls. I imagine
right
you're
gate.
within like
Yeah.
60 feet of where
60
all
feet,
like
perfect.
of this
All right.
gate.
That's what I want. That's the magic number I want to hear.
John, you
So-
might just use the power 10. Like, it looks like it might be like 1/10 scale.
Yeah, it does seem to be.
When he pulled that, it looked
Yeah.
like that looks about 79 feet, maybe 80, 88 to plus feet. That might be accurate.
Fixed it.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, yeah, it is 0. Good job. In the right place.
All right. So within the thing where I can drop the cannon next to me, it can hop 15 feet over, and it can let off an artillery barrage
Okay.
of what was the name of that shot, the force ballista shot. So
Cannon man.
the info out there for people to read. 120 feet on the force ballista. Oh, okay.
This is gonna go well.
Make a range spell attack.
Yeah.
2d8. So that's what is my roll attack in that scenario then? That's just my. I don't know if I've. Should probably create a specific thing for this,
You make a range
Strangers
spell
come
attack.
into town.
which is
Magic
my
attacks.
It'll be your
I mean,
range
D20
spell
plus-
modifier.
d20 plus spell attack bonus. Yeah, right. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Oh, great thing in this in the
Show me
future.
them rolls.
Come on. Ah, God damn it. Advanced.
And to be
Plus,
clear, what are you attacking?
I am attacking the big monster.
This thing?
Yeah.
Not the giant snake, right? Okay.
So you're attacking the horde of innocent sick people. That's what you're doing.
Innocent-ish.
coalesced into
Innocent
a
murdering
monster.
undead mob.
Yeah.
The horde kind of turned into one big guy.
It's
Who-
pretty
wait,
oh, it did?
monstrous.
Oh, wait,
when
it
in, when in
shifted?
doubt, shoot the monster
I missed
versus the
something.
guards is my assumption.
To be clear, after all those arrows, would we consider this thing now undead?
It is not undead.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Safe assumption at
Saves
20.
me into 9
Safe
cents.
assumption at 25 hits the big thing.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that hits.
All right, so 2d8
Just-
force damage. So
Well,
Yep.
all right, so the cannon does that, and I get to work with the guards of shutting the gates and
and then
encouraging.
you get to push him 5 feet away as well.
Do I on the force ballista?
Yep.
Okay,
Keep
yeah,
reading.
sure. 5 pushes it 5 feet in the arbitrary scale that is this silly little plot that I'm not carrying.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Yep. I'll make a
So
note.
effective.
All right, that makes it Helen's turn. Helen,
That gives the guards a little bit of a step towards
Just a
escaping,
little step,
all the
yeah.
better.
chaos. Helen, chaos.
Yeah, Chaos Helen is my character that I'm gonna roll after
Vigorously
the.
writes
Okay.
notes.
Okay. Recap on injuries. It is. I know that Blaine is
What?
bleeding out of every hole.
And he has a couple of them. Yep.
Yeah, he's shapeshifted into a creature with more holes than you think. Anyone else remotely fucked?
You also can't see and are not in range of Blake
Yeah.
because he did
Right,
kind
right.
of fucked off. Yeah.
Okay.
Not that far.
And
though.
we're now you fired on the abomination.
Muscalon did.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
If it's giant and gross looking, it's probably bad. Is my assumption. Maybe musket lawn's a little superficial.
I'll be honest, doesn't seem great.
It's a meritocracy in this world. If they were, good, they wouldn't be lepers.
Mm.
They should just bootstrap
I mean,
themselves
All
to
right,
healing.
all right, Pete, not run.
Okay.
By-
Well, you've
by
established
that
this is-
logic, it's an
I don't
evil
know.
king.
You've
Pete
established
Nutbrom
that this,
Pete Nutbrom was an economic populist of the right wing. Musket Long is a capitalist.
you've established this is not undead.
Both are super.
Okay, I think I'm gonna.
Undead's not a race.
It's a sexual preference.
I think I'm gonna poke out and.
Wow.
Are you gonna toll the dead, the big
Yeah.
guy?
Yep.
Okay. He has to make a
That's a good spell.
Yeah, it's a great spell.
wisdom saving throw. Well,
It's
all
even
right.
better when. It'll be even better when I get my level 8.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my spell DC can't be 16.
Wait, when you're level 8.
Yeah, it's my spell DC 6. 15,
Oh, okay.
So. Yeah, when I'm
So
level
you're-
8, I get bonus damage to all my spells.
Well, right now you get. Has he been damaged?
Yes.
Right. So is that 2d12, right?
Well, he just saved, so he gets 0. So it doesn't matter.
Well, But yeah, the damage I think is pretty awesome because it scales no matter what.
Yeah, it's really good.
You don't have to use like a higher spell slot. Is what I'm saying.
That's Origo.
All right, so Crabgrass is gonna dash to about here, and I'm just gonna. I don't do
Yeah.
range, and I'm not going in there, so I'm gonna go up to the gate and hold an action to. If he gets within range, I'll smite him with everything I got.
Okay.
I love how Dunsor goes so large. He's as large as like the huge creatures.
Yes, it's like a little toddler is up there.
It's with it includes the horse and plantain. It's all cumulative.
Frask, you are splitting attention. You have wildly confused both the archers posted all along this palisade and the onlookers of the entire city. As a huge snake, I assume, laps like across several buildings.
Yeah. And I shall now roll intimidation. Which I am not good at. Let's see here.
Never let that stop you. Be the Fernal inside.
Oh. And he's like, it's a snake. It's alright. Don't worry about it. It's a scary snake. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
How can you be an unintimidating giant snake?
He just looks cute by
Just some
accident.
little guy, yeah.
He went to coil the strike and he went to coil into like a little ball.
Here's what happens.
Yeah.
I go to give a big, loud, recoiling hiss from on top of the ceiling. My cat just leapt off my lap when it did that. And instead, I accidentally regurgitate the goat leg that I ate earlier. And then I slither off between buildings. And when no one's around, because they all fled the giant snake, I turn back into Frask.
Okay.
It's very forgiving of a natural one. Okay.
Well, I mean, didn't
On
intimidate any
intimidation.
archers. Yeah. The archers. So the archers are looking at you, and like they have their bows drawn, and you attempt to like show your fangs, but instead, produce some of your of the day's meal.
Yeah,
and in doing so, kind of flip a little bit off into an alleyway, and like, yeah, I gotta slide down.
I just roll off as a snake.
You just roll off.
I roll.
And I go this way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like not a smooth maneuver at all. You're like you accidentally fall into an alleyway,
Yeah.
and turn back into a Frask. You're like, man, this did not
And then I
work.
just walk around, I just casually walk away.
Hungry.
Okay, so we're gonna do some archers, a lot of archers actually, but I don't really want to walk through the mechanics of all of it, so I'm gonna hand wave a bunch of it.
God.
I'm just gonna take the average damage. The
What are they
average damage
shooting?
is a lot. They're all. What are they shooting, Blaine?
It's a fair question.
Well, they're gonna shoot the giant amalgamation of things.
Oh, good.
Of the thing that's
Glad we're
happening.
on the same page.
Okay, so
The amalgamation of like wood and metal that ran out. I'm going, oh!
it does 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 64. I'm just gonna take average damage. Okay. And this thing gets hit by every arrow sent its way. This thing is so big, so it's like hitting the broadside of the barn. Arrows sink into it. It doesn't really seem to care that much.
Totally Attack on Titan. The game.
This thing is gonna rush to the cart, pick up the cart, slam it into a few guards, and make its way to the door. Who is at the door?
I guess I am. Well, I'm at the
Musketlon
gate.
and
I thought
Dunsmorgel
Musketlon was
are
pretty
at the
close,
gate,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
You're shutting it. There are a couple guards attempting to shut it. This is where we're gonna have a nice little strength check. So we're gonna have opposing strength checks from you, and because there are 2 of you, unless Don Sorgo, do you want to hit the thing or do you want to?
My
close the
strength
gate?
is a 7.
So a straight strength roll or a
7.
saving roll?
Okay.
It's gonna be a strength. It's going to be an athletics check.
Athletics.
This is
Okay.
basically what it'll be.
All right, I'll crush it.
So Don Sorgo, do you want
Wait,
to?
Oh, this is a check.
You-
Sure. I guess I'll help close it.
You're really strong.
So if you
Nice.
help Musket
Okay.
Lawn, you can
Mountain
roll
Dwarf,
at
man.
advantage.
I mean,
Yes,
Mountain
okay,
Dwarf
I will
is
help
paying
him.
off.
Yeah,
That is probably the better option than me trying to roll anything with strength.
you're being helped.
Plantain
Raise
is
the sword,
giving
go
you
to
some
the
great,
arm.
like,
So
Wait,
Musket
wait,
Lawn,
motivational quotes.
Musket Lawn, roll again, because you
Again?
have advantage. Yep,
I mean, he will. He will.
he did. We're just making sure.
Oh,
Better.
but better.
All right, so let's see.
I helped.
Rolled a 9. So you begin to close the gate as this thing goes, and you
The guards aren't helping.
you actually close the gate, and then you both kind of put the
The bar.
bar in. You've sealed like 6 or 7 guards into their doom. You spend the next minute hearing them being crushed into pole
I fire the
fronts.
cannon some. I help.
And
Cannon keeps on firing until the thing is gone.
the archers exhaust their quivers, and then you hear one archer call out, "Call Xenophon!"
We should
and
leave.
a runner is dispatched.
Let's go kill things in the desert. Who's in favor of killing things in the desert?
Yeah, I kind of thought that's what
we
we
got
were
a
gonna
new
do, but
wood metal friend here. It'll be fine.
Things seem to be going swell in this town. They
What?
don't mess.
What do you do with Primus, who you've evacuated from this place?
I mean, we basically have a fun NPC that we get.
Can
I mean,
Helen
I
cure him
assume-
of his
I- and also-
leprosy? Otherwise, I stay away from his gross ass.
No, he doesn't have leprosy because he's wood.
Also,
and
someone
metal.
should try. Someone should try tasting that broken toy to see if it puts you on some sort of like spirit journey. This guy's basically our Yubinug.
Yeah. We freed Yabanug here. Anybody want to bite?
When the plot gives you free hallucinogenics, you take them. Yeah.
But I would say that Musket Lawn, with his unique skill set, could probably do something to help him repair himself.
Yeah, I haven't met this guy yet, so I don't really know what's going
Or
on.
upgrade his weaponry at the very least.
Yeah. If nothing else, yeah. Let me drag.
Yeah,
the reference
is
to
he a
this guy.
fascinating machine man, or is he just like a weird
Oh,
Give me
Well-
a description, DM sir.
well, I'm gonna need to know before you take a scientific look at this guy how you're going to evade the guards and escape your quarantine.
I imagine we'll stay in Sunset Gate.
I mean, well, okay. So the guards that helped me hold the gate, I've not bought any goodwill by holding that gate for them.
Oh, you absolutely did.
okay,
yeah.
so
Like you saved their lives,
Yeah.
probably the lives of the people in Trade
yeah,
Town.
and then all the rest of them. So while they are, while we continue to batten down the hatches, and I encourage their spirits and check on their armor and butter them up, I'm like, shoot, get the fuck out of here to the other two.
Okay.
And just basically buy them time by like, oh my god, we gotta keep men in the wall, hammer this in, boys, hold this here, and like giving marching orders as they hold out as we helms deep a situation that's
Helm's Deep.
Helen, what are you doing?
so nobody was injured on this side of the wall, right? Like the shambling guy just didn't make it through.
Correct. The guards were chiefly concerned with shutting the door. And you're passive. I'm just going to tell you all the things that I would have hidden from anybody else. Like, the guards weren't necessarily concerned with saving anybody on the other side. They just shut the gate.
Yeah.
We got that.
I think the best defense is a good offense, even when you're talking about misdirection. So I'm gonna go up and act like I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I actually don't, and just be like, what on earth was that? We tried to fend it off. What's going on?
Get yourself to safety.
Oh, okay,
The
guys.
the
Let's all
hussars
get
are
to
coming.
safety.
Just go
Then I'm
to
gonna
the.
stand. I'm gonna go back in an alley, but I'm
She's
gonna
she's
still
with
watch and see
us.
what's up.
I mean, they saw us helping. We'll vouch for her.
Well, I think she's lying is the point.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be honest, do not know what's going on.
Yeah,
Right,
I think the archers are just like, get away.
Yeah.
Um,
So, yeah, I think I get away, but try to keep an eye on the situation.
Okay. So the situation as it kind of develops is that this golem of sorts is just tearing away at bits of the wall as the archers just dump ammunition into it, and the guards, some halberdiers show up. It depends on how long do you stay. Like how long do you guys like stick around?
I would encourage the rest of the party to get out while I encourage some goodwill of, bid winning, competency as I, help them generally, batten the hatches and improve this thing and,
Yeah, I'll let him do his actual good.
start building the name of Musketlon, the great wall reinforcer and builder that, has all the right answers.
You're gonna start repairing the bits that are broken by the golem.
Repairing the bits, generally leading things, pointing out, where, hey, if this had been fixed that way and that, you'd have been safe. Your men could have been alive. You should speak to your command. This is an outrage, just basically
Fix and improve. Yeah.
seeding the workforce of the
Okay.
guards with, the pro Musketlon marketing.
Okay, you know what? I'm amenable to this.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it too, because he's doing actual good, and I figure the rest of us can get out before we break any more laws.
If there only would have been a spike there. None of this would have happened.
Are you gonna get the upper half of a Warforged out of the city?
Oh, easy enough. I'm gonna transform back into Blake and walk like I'm a hunchback.
Other ideas.
What?
Like an Egyptian?
So where do you guys reconvene? Where does
I
the
use
whole
my
party
I
reconvene?
use my stone of sending to let them know that I'm at the southwestern
Ah, that's a wonderful
portion
idea.
of the Sunset Gate.
Okay, so
Alright,
you go
to
to the
reconvene.
gate of the Sunset Gate, and you
Yes.
tell everybody in the party that you are at the Sunset Gate's gate.
Well, specifically me. We
The
only have the
Sunset
one.
Gate,
We only
yeah.
have the
The,
one.
the
sending
Sunset
stone.
Ward's
I
Gate.
feel like it's
yeah.
redundant, but yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, the Sunset Ward's Gate. Yep.
Sunset Gate. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Fast
Oh,
boo.
That's why.
Games.
Do you guys meet Frask at the gate to the Sunset Ward?
I mean, at this point, I could honestly
Yeah.
put the Warforged into a big bag and
once
just like
we've stabilized the
catch it over my
situation, we've
shoulder.
all, either snuck away or made our excuses. Yeah.
So as I think if everyone goes to the gate, if Musketlon is kind of not overseeing, but kind of directing repairs, Musketlon, you would see some Seraphim arrive. And the first thing that Xenophon is at the head, and the first thing that he orders is a sweep for infected
Cool.
through the Sunset Ward.
Oh, okay. Time to
Let's
get the
leave the
fuck
Sunset
out.
Ward. Outside the Sunset Ward. Oh, look at these wonderful Roman cottages out here. Let's
here's a
offer
question.
them some like meat and shit.
And I genuinely don't know the sending stones. If Blake sent me one from, is it, does each stone have a casting per day, or is it the pair has a casting per
I
day?
have no idea.
I don't know.
One
What I will
stone
say is
I did
that
think sending stones, as a general rule, don't have a limit.
a cast has the
But-
stones that can't be used again until the next dawn. All right, so I cannot warn you they are coming then, because you have already sent me a hey, we're here.
so you all are gathering in an alleyway next to the Sunset Gate in the Sunset Ward. You are attempting to escape a sweep of the Hussarian Seraphim of the area for quarantine escapees as a flesh golem wails away at
The
wall intended to keep the plague in. I think we're gonna pick this up next time.
Sounds
Get
good.
ourselves out of this next self-inflicted wound.
We'll get to know Primus next time. Maybe get him some legs.
Self-inflicted
Some writing to
business
do.
opportunity.
I
Just
honestly,
says we're all broken toys over and over again until we.
my real goal is to basically improve, like, just do the improvement modules on this character, this PC, until he becomes Optimus Prime, and this wipes out
Optimus Primus.
yeah, Optimus Primus over there to wipe out like the Death Spawn or whatever, the Hell Spawn. Like, it'll be great. It'll be great.
It's
We'll go
just
full Gundam
covered
style.
in
It'll be
fight.
amazing.
All
Yeah,
right.
just genocide. Kill all the sick people.
Well, if that's it for tonight, then I'll go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate you. We'll be doing this again next week. I'm gonna go ahead and start a raid for Axial Met. Have a good night, everybody.
Raid.
Ciao.
See you.
Let's see.
It's funny, you know. I've heard you say "ciao" many times,
Ciao.
and it was only until I was in Italy that I was just like, "Oh." I knew it was a thing, but until I was there, I was like, it is a thing. Like,
Yeah.
I get it now.
I'm really tired, so
All right.
Good
Hey,
night.
you did great tonight.
Good
That's
night.
You good?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I had a whole separate thing for you guys to do on the other side of the city. It's fine. I love it. I love that you guys
Next
tried
time,
to figure
I'll
out
just-
what's going on over here.
yeah, Westgate or Bonegate.